haircut in fucking a year, so I was like, gonna risk it.
It's also amazing how much cooler it is having so much less.
Yeah, I had no, it was not very comfortable, and I wear a mask for work, so just like I needed something done.
Still waiting on the delivery of it.
Dig how short it is, though. I might want to let it grow out a little bit.
I get mine just like shaved down to the skin on the sides when I do it.
Mm-hmm. I might want to try something where it's like, really, really like close, and then it gets like longer and longer kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not a hairstylist. I don't know any of this shit. I'm a little out of sorts today. I've been out of sorts all week.
I know the feeling. I had a migraine Monday that I'm still recovering from, and I broke my foot Tuesday. So
yeah, I've got a cracking headache.
Yeah, same. I'm jamming a large number of things into my face hole to hopefully deal with that. So.
Excellent. Yeah. Maybe I haven't really been hydrating too much today. That could be it.
Okay, Max. So speaking of Greek statues, like the one you just sent, I've been grading for a long overdue thing, and the students who have picked, like, they had to pick a statue that represents classical from like our little museum's plaster cast collection, and they picked ones with like no heads or no arms, and like the students did it, like a couple of them have said like, oh, look at this intentional decision to not put a head on it, that's interesting, that shows the ambiguity in Greek art, or like, oh, I wonder when the arms broke off, maybe in a war or for artistic reasons, and I'm like, you morons, I'm sorry, do you not get that these statues like these are replicas of statues that are like 1,000 years old at this point, and they broke at some point, like that's what happens.
I love the idea that someone went to war for artistic reasons and was like, we must invade the city of Milan and take the left arm off each statue, because I feel that the policies have drifted too far to the left.
It's actually funny you say that, because that actually kind of happened.
Yeah.
In a schism in the Catholic Church, when
they cut the dicks off.
Yeah, where they cut the dicks off and put the fake leaves over it. It's like, damn. It's like, wow. I know people can be insecure, but I was like, can men really be that insecure? And then I joined Twitter, and I was like, oh. Wow.
To be fair, the dicks on those statues were tiny, so
it's like,
if you're insecure about that, you got some issues.
Yeah.
The Greek ideal, the nice little, very civilized PP. We are live.
I will point to the thing I was actually inspired by with that joke was in Burma, the dictator back in like the 80s woke up one day and thought, man, my country is getting too leftist. I need to get everyone back to the right. So he switched to the driving side of the road.
Oh, God.
Amazing.
From the left side drive to right side drive. And it was a big issue now because all the buses still let people out on the side from earlier. And it's still the case if you go to Burma today that the buses let you out onto the street as opposed to onto the sidewalk.
That's so nice.
I feel like that's going to be the next executive order from Trump.
Yeah, quite
we're already right-hand drive here. So
yeah, I mean, if people don't have enough money for a car or happen to not use it for environmental reasons, they should probably be run over in traffic.
Indeed.
Site duplicate.
I mean, yeah, it's a whole thing. I find it very funny. It's less funny for like, hundreds of thousands of people that were killed under a dictatorship. But it's funny for me.
Because dictators are all such massively insecure that they do the strangest goddamn things.
It is true.
I mean, we can watch this live on the nightly news. It's like, or we can go to less, horrifying examples for the moment.
All right, so
I want a day where looking at the news doesn't jump my blood pressure 20 points. That's what I want again.
I feel you. I do scroll a lot.
Yes. Let's make America not hypertensive again. Like, all right.
Yeah. So what is our do situation? Okay.
What role needs filling? I'll make one in
tokens.
that class right now.
Yeah, but also,
I've got the medic.
And what is your character's name again in Roll20, Eric?
SJN.
No, character's
Or,
name.
The sheet, yes.
Character's name. Character's name is Radislav Domchek. He's under
Oh, nice.
Job Merc Crew.
Awesome.
Moonjob Merc Crew sounds like a euphemism.
It really just the whole.
Hey
mission
boy,
is a euphemism.
wanna come back around my place and I'll give you a moonjob Merc Crew.
Oh my god.
Fair. I think that's what Pat tried to do to us on that. It's just it was the aliens inviting us in. Like, oops. I doped out of that one super hard.
Oh yeah, no, you guys
Lee hasn't told us anything about the characters we need to have, but we've got a pilot, a sneak, and a medic.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Officers are fun if you haven't played them.
thinking something with hacking abilities. So I'm
I
probably
mean-
gonna go with corporate agent.
That's what I do. I'm a pilot. Like, you can hack if you want, but that's a reduplication of like the three things we
fair
have.
enough, fair enough, fair enough.
If you want to cover the other thing, be a roughneck and get heavy machinery.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, no, actually, I'll do that. I don't
And
think-
then that
I
would
don't think
cover a
I've played
tank for
roughneck
combat.
before. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
be a
wow.
roughneck. Fuck, I haven't done that before. In fairness, I'm usually not playing these.
Yeah.
I had a synth roughneck and one of the other games they played with the roughneck trait that gave him the strength as armor with a strength of 8.
Nice.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's boss.
Wow.
it's like monsters. Let's go.
Honestly,
beat it to the
even
range.
basic armor isn't that great in this game. Did you have to roll armor?
Yeah, it's a little rough on that one. It's kind of like the same
Right.
problem that I don't know if you've ever played the system, but Cthulhu Tech had.
No.
You also roll armor on that one. Thankfully, it's like really easy to ignore that rule, and most people do.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Damn, just butchered this hard-boiled egg I'm feeling. Holy shit.
And Madeline, what is your character's name?
Mrinha Vroom.
I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna spell that, to be honest.
What do you mean? Like,
I don't know how to spell that.
I spelled it.
Oh, like
But
in
you
the
that?
just
thing.
look at it.
Yeah.
No, like my character sheet in Roll20.
That's what I'm trying to find, Madeline.
Okay, it's right in ChangedStars right under Carl Harris. Like I told you where it was.
Sorry. Boop. Okay. Boop. 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 I got your character. I got your health. I got your stress. I got your everything. And
I'm still working on mine, but I think I've got the name.
Wait, is this session ChangedStars versed and not Alien verse?
yeah.
Yeah.
I opened my message saying
Okay.
it's a
Well,
ChangedStars session.
Castor last. I don't read. Castor last name is now officially an extra dimensional traveler.
Yeah.
Nice.
Either that, or we could very, very quickly change him over to be a Rast.
Ooh.
Do it.
I'm
A Rast
gonna
would be a
I'll-
born
I'll-
sneak.
I'll switch around the character art.
That is absolutely true. The Rast are native-born steaks.
Both true and racist.
Indeed.
I'm gonna play one of
They
them.
have a +1 cap to agility and -1 cap to strength.
Affirmative.
Okay, yeah.
See, I'm so you were talking earlier about us wanting to do something different for ChangedStars, like a different even system. And I'm thinking about that, and I'm working on it with Lee. And what my thoughts are so far is instead of empathy would stay because I like that as a stat.
Pat
Instead
character.
of right, fine. Well, I've got Viz Westpack is their name so far. Working on everything else. I'm also making a shill post.
I was always like jumping on, doing a one shot on Roll20 and just letting Roll20's random generator for the name be the name. And you're like, I'm Heshabu symbol for boron? What the?
Picture an arm.
Alright, so I'm working on my character, and I can probably speak a little bit while I'm doing this. But what I'm thinking of is, instead of wits, I'm thinking like control, and instead of strength, I'm thinking endurance, and I'm thinking of giving humans a benefit on endurance.
I mean, humans are endurance hunters.
Yeah,
how
that's exactly. Whereas the Thren I consider to be sprinters.
Yeah.
As a sprinter, I approve.
I guess I don't get what control is. Like, because wits is basically subbing in for intelligence and wisdom in individual systems. What does control do? So that sounds kind of like a substitute for empathy to me.
No, like sorry, I didn't articulate that well. Not control, but like collectedness, essentially.
Composure?
Cool.
Composure, exactly.
I would literally call it composure, yeah. All right.
I think I originally did, but I've forgotten my own terminology.
Interesting.
I mean, just a thought so far.
Alright, we're live, or we've been live in the video. One.
6, so that's 5, and oh wow, I'm way
Why
over.
is the one shot called Salty Greens? Like, all we've been told is that we're on a medical shuttle going to a medical facility, and the one shot is called Salty Greens. So, like, is it Soylent Green as people? Is this a... I didn't even know.
Who knows? I know.
When I hear Soylent jokes, though, I don't think Soylent Green. I just think of Futurama. They're like, maybe the secret of slurs. It's made out of people. Oh no, we already had that. It's called Soylent Cola. How is it? Varies from person to person. It's like, yes.
And then their version of Soylent Green, which was Slurm or whatever the soda was called.
Yeah.
Where it was just slug excretion.
Yeah.
I love that fucking episode, especially because yeah, no, I'm not gonna go any further into that. It was a great episode.
Max, why did you make it?
I updated my image and name to reflect.
You popped
changes
out
I've
another guy who looks exactly the same, though. I never mind. Yeah, yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh, shit! You probably want me to put my token art in.
Don't worry, Madeline. I changed the last name from the last name.
Oh, to well, it's not technically a last, like, sort of specialized last name that some people get and other people are good enough to have.
And I added an E and an E and an R to his first name.
Oh, fancy. Easter.
It should be known by now that I designed all of my characters in some way to piss Madeline off. It's the last step in my character creation process of like stats, skills, equipment, and something to annoy Madeline.
It's a wrap. All right.
That sounds about right.
Classic.
Do we have okay, so yeah, Pat, just if you could upload
My
your
character
token.
art is coming.
Yeah, because then I can kick us. Oh.
Download. And yes, edit, upload, and downloads that one. Enter. Okay. Save changes. Fuck. I need to do this on my alt account. God damn it.
I like going to open up the actual Twitch screen so I can interact with people in chat and accidentally hit Twitter, and it's just like, first thing at the top is like, QAnon accuses Angela Merkel of being Hitler's actual daughter, and I'm just like, God damn it. It's like, this is why I hate even accidentally hitting this button. Jesus
fucking Christ.
The Bird app has truly gone batty.
Yes.
It's not the app, it's the people. People have just utterly lost it at this point, and it's like,
we're going deep. We're going deep.
All right, Lee. I am adding an image right now.
All right, and you're gonna be Viz.
Yes.
I've decided that this character is actually the same person as the character from the last one. He's just a multi-dimensional shape-shifting entity who changes his name slightly every time he changes forms.
Wow.
It's like the will you press the
I
button.
don't know if you're allowed to have a Seth, Max. James is saying.
It's the will you press the button thing. It's like you can travel between dimensions, but your name and appearance will slightly change between them.
Well, to be fair, more than slightly changed. Last time he was a normal human person, now he's an otter.
Well,
So,
spiritually, he was always a rast. Enterprising, capitalistic, agile.
Also, I feel like going from human to otter is just like several steps up the ladder. Like,
Yeah, no,
it's like, what? Now I get to scale, be capitalistic, and be absurdly cute, and do cute human tricks with my paws? Sweet.
So, Pat, we can assume that you're aboard the vessel because you are, like, maintenance crew.
Damn straight I am.
Marina is
Someone's gotta make sure the
the
truck
pilot.
fucking flies.
Radislav is a medical professional going to a medical facility. Not the most surprising thing in the world. Christor Cognomen. Hit me with it. Why are you...
Why are you?
See,
Not even
when
why
I
you're
was
here.
at the shuttle terminal, you know how it has like an abbreviation for the place the flight's going from and going to?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just say it spelled out a rather funny word, and I was like, I have to go on that flight.
Amazing.
And then it's like, it's not fun at all.
That's how you got onto a medical shuttle for transporting emergency patients.
Yeah, so you're just here.
I was going from Pennsylvania to Iceland, and I don't need to tell you how that went.
There's various cryopods beneath you. There's 2 seats to strap into for the trip down, and then there is the actual driver's cabin, or pilot's cabin rather. You're all on your way down. Marina, you have a usual approach, but you always rely on the comms stations to bring you in. Today, however, there's a pretty big storm.
They're malfunctioning.
There's a pretty big storm that's covered you up. You're still reading from all of the comms towers, but the autopilot brings you around. This is a planet that is watery around the equator and kind of desolate near the poles. There's a vast salt ocean that rings this world, and the area you're coming in over is a salty marsh.
You.
Indeed.
Native life form Destiny players.
DC.
Ooh. So yeah, you're just doing your usual piloting jazz. When you get a strange reading on your altimeter, you are now no longer up in Spizace, but rather are approaching the ground. You know, you're going through re-entry and all that jazz, but it seems to be indicating to you that you are closer to the ground than you thought you would be at this time. You can give me a piloting to adjust that, but someone, including yourself, could give me a comm tech to assess what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the Comtech.
Alright, so your systems are functioning fine. It seems to be something wrong with the flight path that you are being fed. You can disable the basically GPS, but it will leave you somewhat flying in the dark as far as weather patterns are concerned.
Really? There's no way to stop it from controlling where I go and still see the weather? It seems poorly designed.
You don't. It doesn't have to control where you go. It's like it gives you like
That's
a highlight
human
series
stuff.
of rings to fly through, like in a video game, and you just choose to not fly through them. You can
Okay,
do that
so I
whether or
can
not
keep
you
it on and just ignore it and like move
Yeah.
higher?
Yeah.
Alright, then I guess I do that, and I guess I query the towers if I can reach them. Like, hey, what's going on with my flight path?
All right. So you ring up the nearest tower. You like punch the I want to speak to the manager button, It has a large
We
K.
call those Karen buttons.
Yeah, and a man's face comes on, and you see him kind of looking a little startled. His eyes are a little red, and he's like, there's like perhaps some gas in the chamber with him. He's like, oh hey, yeah, what's up?
Hi, this is Medical Shuttle 180. You look well today. We're having a strange
you're
flight
looking well,
path.
too.
Oh, no.
Oh wow, that's wild. Are you sure you should be over here though? Most of the med shuttles never come down this way.
Yeah, that would be the problem. So,
Shit. Well, okay. So listen, I'm here for you, in both a physical and spiritual sense. And
it's so high.
my name's Melvin. Shit. Hold on. And he's like trying to keep the blunt off camera. At some point, though, he just gives up on that and just. Melvin doesn't seem like he's the most helpful guy. Because you're
He needs to
basically.
do the same trick I did and not have a camera. That's what it is.
Melvin seems to be taking a smoke. You do see a woman with a maintenance jack in the background who's like, "Hey, who's calling?" He's like, "I'm handling it." And would you like to give me a piloting now that you are basically ignoring the fly through this rings because your altimeter is telling you that it's wrong? Or
Yeah.
that there's something funky about it. Okay. So you enter into like the so you break atmosphere, and you are able to do that just fine. You do, however, get a weird well, you choose what you do with your piloting. Stunt, rather.
God, the piloting stunts aren't really that great. I guess I want a +1 to a related roll later.
Okay, so you'll get a +1 to rolls involving successfully navigating to the facility without the GPS on, or without following the GPS, or I should say. Yeah. So you come down, and Viz, are you like observing any of the things here, or are you just sort of sitting up here waiting for there to be a mechanical thing to do?
Oh yeah, sorry. My character actually has 1 rank in Comtech, and she likes to stick around and
Sure.
hang out here just in case there's anything mechanical to fix.
If you're
or-
manning the sensors, give me
Yeah.
a Comtech +1.
Okay. She's not an idiot, although she's just been on a lot of these flights, you know. She's picked up some.
She's
things.
not an idiot. She's just not very smart.
So, Viz,
Actually, 1 to 4 is pretty smart. I mean,
Yeah, no, she's got a 3 on wit. She's not that.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
not
+1.
bad.
Okay, I mean,
you
that's
notice-
of average intelligence at best.
you notice two weird things. One, you're getting an IFF transponder, but there shouldn't be another ship here. 2, if your altimeter is correct and the pilot has just confirmed that it is, then that would mean that ship is underwater. It's
Whoa.
using what appears to be a free merchant transponder. It's not government or military, but you can't tell at a glance anything further. Normally, this is used by merchants ranging across space. So, yeah. Although, yeah. So that's what you notice. You guys are coming in, and you see like the marshiness beneath you.
I let everybody in the party know that, by the way.
Mm.
I'm just like, hey, there's a ship underwater transponding with a merchant code. Seems a little.
I'm pretty sure that's called a submarine.
Pardon my French here, but it seems a little fishy.
Whoa! You just dropped the
Radislav just takes a
raspy
very
F word.
deep breath. Like, just.
It's funny
That's
because my character, aside from Radislav here, is probably the only one who would get that.
Okay. So you guys are coming in pretty normal. You do see physically the comm tower, and Melvin's still on the radio. He's like, so anyway, yeah, everything's fine with us. No need to come down here. But what's going on up there with you exactly?
Okay, so what does it mean? Like, this is the place where we normally go, right? Like, what does he mean?
This is a different path, and he is stationed at a remote comm tower somewhere on this planet, far from where the facility is.
Okay, so then why are we going there? Like, I want to go to the facility.
Because there was an intense storm in your path, and you, for a time, followed the suggested, basically, reroute around the storm.
Okay.
And so you're continuing on your way to the facility, but you just, like, you can close the hail with Melvin whenever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, this was helpful. Take care now.
He's like, oh, yeah, sure.
Nobody's not here, man.
Sure, we shouldn't have asked him about the friend down below. He probably doesn't know. Never mind.
As Viz
I think
is
we'll ask
halfway...
the pilot of the next Comtech tower, someone who's not imbibing.
Yeah. As you guys are
that guy
about
who's just
this,
thinking about it.
you feel a heavy impact shudder the entire vessel. As Radislav and Kraystor, between you, there is now what one might describe as a large hole.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you also
It looks like a relationship has gone downhill, Radislav. It appears there's a chasm between us.
And it's just like,
Mm-hmm. So the sensors go off, and the asteroid gun is disabled. Mrinha, you are now flying blind, and it sounds like your shuttle is taking on air, or rather, taking something. What is Marina's background as a pilot? Has she ever been in like a combat scenario?
So basically, my family are like fun racing pilots, but I was too irresponsible, so I had to go do boring like municipal stuff to earn their trust back. So not really, except for like exhibition matches and stuff.
All right, so
That's pretty dope.
yeah, so your racing instincts are telling you that gas, but the actual hydrogen fuel tank is suggesting to you that there's a leak, and unless that leak is plugged pretty soon, you're not going to have enough fuel left to get to the facility. And your sensors are out, so like there's no more like screen showing you where you're going or like where you are. It's just you in the sky. Something has definitely fucking hit you.
Do I not have windows to look out?
You do. You do. You see like green
storm
and not storm, but you do see like some clouds, and you see like green and water beneath you. You do see what appears to be an archipelago or like some sort of tightly linked series of marshes above the salty waves where you could put down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to steer towards that and be like, well, Deke, can you go check out the fuel tank, Viz? I think that's even more important than the sensors, which are pretty important.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I feel like we should fix the hole in the ship.
Radislav, tens of seconds after this hole is just punched in the cabin, Viz is here. Viz, the wind...
I put on my helmet, by the way.
Yeah, the wind is whipping around, and, like, extraneous bits are starting to fly up out of the shuttle's floor. Can you give me a stamina to keep your ground as you advance?
I'm about to regret dropping that to a 2 so I could get that contact, but let's see.
I'll probably still make it.
Oh, I'm a stress. Nah, fuck that.
Seems like a good one to push on them.
Okay. Viz, you managed to securely grab yourself and get over to where you need to go to make emergency operations on the fuel tank. Give me a heavy machinery. +1 if you have a maintenance check.
I do.
Yeah.
But what? That's not in right.
You probably put the plus into the box.
Oh, you bet your ass I did. Goddamn.
People have been doing that a lot lately. Like, I don't remember it happening before. I guess it's just its time.
All right, Viz, you managed to plug the leak in the fuel
I remember
tank.
happening a ton when we first started playing with Roll20.
Give me. Do you have any other stunts you want to do with extra stunt?
So our stunts listed, skills are listed before. All right, so heavy machinery.
Before
Then we
talents.
got-
I think you might be able to do it faster.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it faster. Yeah, I think that's probably the smartest thing. I passed it.
All right,
Yeah,
so. Sorry,
faster.
I do it
You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same challenge. Break it permanently.
Rather than
Widely.
40% of the fuel tank remaining, 70% of fuel is remaining by the time you manage
Hell yeah.
to get it on lock. You manage to compartmentalize the bladders and save the fuel. Yeah, this isn't meant for frontline fighting as a strike craft, so it's a
It
civilian
does
vessel.
look like one of those old human strike crafts, though. Like from the outside.
It does have the people.
The inside is totally different.
Yeah.
While Biz is doing that,
Mhm.
can Radislav get up to the counter and check the see what comms we have or what any systems we have, see if we can get it back up.
Yeah, so you want to unstrap yourself?
Yeah.
All right. As long as you just hug the wall, that's going to be a stamina +2 modifier to get up through the door.
Alright. Let's roll. Is it +2? So. What's the modifier?
All right. Yeah. So you managed to get there very well, and you can also give me a comm tech to check out the comms. Mrinha, you hear a doctor, the doctor who you've seen go up and down a few times, come in, and could you give me a piloting for making it swiftly, without sensors, to a landing point?
Okay.
All right. We could just say the stunt means you land particularly well.
Yeah.
All right, and
For the sensors, was there any innate bonus on that one?
to handling. So you're just trying to see if you can call anyone.
Trying to see if I can get the comms. Basically see what's damaged and what's not on the system.
Yeah, give me a comm tech +2 to do a diagnostic.
And I also had the +2 because I have a Season system diagnostic.
Yeah,
device.
so you pop it in, so it's a +4 overall, or 4 overall.
And nothing. All right, fantastic.
Yeah, it
So
sort
are
of
we-
blinks at you.
Landed now?
Yeah, you guys come in, and that doesn't look like that. It looks like this.
Black.
Yeah. So you all.
Oh, Lee, I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, it's still everything
I'm
is
blind.
black. I zoomed out very far.
Oh, it's probably I actually put dynamic lighting on this incorrectly. My bad. Boom.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Lovely.
there's
Pretty.
probably actually like a.
Fun.
There's probably
Beautiful
like a
use
slight
of
trail
everything.
behind you in terms of like a streak in the salt marsh, but you're otherwise fine. Like
It just says like a question: does Melvin spend a lot of time on these islands?
you see, well,
Oh, wow.
you know, let me put it this way, coming down, who would have been, okay, so 2 people were in the cockpit at the time, when you guys came
Yes.
down. At the very least, both of you see the comm station tower. It is a distinct color, it is orange and gunmetal gray, it is 3 stories of base, and then like 6 more stories of straight up just like antennas and shit. You see that, you know where it is relative to you. You can see it on the horizon.
Okay.
Certainly within a day's trek. Other than that, though, could both Radislav and Mrinha give me an observation +2 to see things you might notice as the ship comes down?
Okay.
Where's my stuff real quick? Sorry, I needed to look at. Okay, that is. What was the modifier there? You said?
+2.
Okay, I put +20. Stop me.
So is this? I have some stupid world building questions. Is this an old human colony on like an alien biome thing, or is it
yes?
human
However,
terraform?
there was pre-human life in the sea. It wasn't like intelligent or anything, and it was mostly plant-based, but it was here. However, coming down, both Marinha and Radislav see what appear to be some decidedly non-native growths. They're almost like groves of tall green shoots of some sort.
Oh fuck!
Seriously, it's like he's weird.
Oh fuck!
Welcome to Salty
We're on
Greens.
Weed Island, guys. I chose the wrong beverage tonight. Should have gone with something a little more inhale.
Yeah, so
That's okay. I had you covered for that.
So yeah, y'all are here, and you are actually you're in still like the med shuttle.
Yeah.
Now there's like wet grass outside.
And probably a little bit inside, let's be honest. We do have a hole in our hull.
Yeah, there is now like
We are definitely not space worthy.
you are experiencing what one might call seepage at this time.
Don't say that.
Okay, so I want to try to fix the comms now. Get
sure.
where it stopped. I don't pilot.
I
Sure.
I didn't.
I want to take a
Diagnostic
diagnostic.
Would you like to use my 6 and P
I have my own. I plugged it in.
I would like to ask for a flight attendant.
All right, so Marinha,
Let's flip you off.
you jack it in. Some stuff comes up. Yeah, you see that key circuitry to the sensor array has been just sort of like directly hit, and the sensors themselves are actually physically fine, but your like ship's computer's ability to interact with them is completely gone.
Oh,
You're
fuck.
going to need shuttle repair parts. You bring some of them on the ship with you. However, you don't bring those particular communications networking parts. You do know that that's
we
the
don't.
sort of repair part that would be commonly kept at a tower.
Comms tower.
Context. Of course it is. What a surprise.
Viz,
Ah,
Viz, you you know
How bad
that
is it
there
bad?
are some parts, however, Viz, that you could start moving in on right away. If you want to give me what tools do you have, Viz?
I have maintenance jack and a cutting torch.
Well, a cutting
Hey,
torch would
got
be
it
pliable
all.
here if you want to give me, if you want to like take the backup plating and like the glue injectors that
Gonna
will
weld it.
like fill the holes, leaving space, of course,
should we-
for the comms replacement parts. But yeah, so
course,
give
of
me a
course.
heavy
One
machinery +2, and then roll your power supply on the welding torch. Shh. Crestor, there's salty water coming up into the. Oh, what you want to do about that?
Wait, what did I get? Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna psych that one out.
All right,
Fuck.
take the stress and.
All right. Wow. Oh wow,
yeah, roll me a panic.
Let's see. Oh, bummer.
Ouch. Are we all close enough to get the nervous twitch message?
I would say no, because Radislav and Myrna are in a different compartment, so just Viz and Kristor go up in a stress. Really resuming the old relationship here.
God damn it,
Yeah.
Pat. Can I not make a single one of this character's incarnations without you just destroying him mentally?
You
I turned to you and I've been like, this flight has been, dare I say, the worst flight I've ever been on. There was no beverage service. The seats are uncomfortable. I'll admit, the leg room was good, but the landing was terrible. And what's this with the water coming in? And where are my bags?
My character flips you off, and then she goes back and says, "Oh wait, you probably don't know what I'm doing here. It's an old human symbol. It means I respect your opinion, but politely disagree."
Yeah, fucking bullshit. Who do you think makes all the movies with the humans nowadays?
All right, so
I'll admit.
Okay, so can we contact the tower?
probably wave
I don't know
at
if
them.
that's sensors or not.
yeah. So It does not look like you guys are able to do that here. However, if you climb on top of your shuttle and plug your SIGs and PDAT into like a little antenna, you might be able to get a local communications taken care of.
And we know that this is the tower that Melvin was in, right? Like,
yeah, you know this was
Okay.
This is the tower Melvin was in. That's the area you're in.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do that.
Sure. All right. So
Clamor.
while Marinha goes up top, does anybody else get into any trouble?
I'm going to go check on patients.
All right. Yeah.
We
So
were transporting medical patients, right?
yeah. So you can from the cockpit you can see, and there's also like a readout back here, but you can see that it looks like the patients are fine, and they have 82 hours of cryo sleep potentially left, with power and fluid levels what they are. So thankfully it was a breach in the center, not to the left or right. So
Done.
all of the patients are alive, and they are not, presently in the process of dying or anything, and you've got days before they would have a serious issue.
Okay. Once I am concerned with that, and once they're concerned with that, after the smell came in from the hole in the ship, I'm just going to check to see if, like, it moves skunks to this planet. Like, I don't know. Like, it seems weird.
Well,
Maybe an olfactory receptor. Could be useful for, like, if you have to... Honestly, for a medical synth, I can see a lot of reasons you want to be able to smell.
That would be a very good one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I just don't know if they'd really be able to factor in pleasant or unpleasant. Like, it seems if you could build someone to not have to experience gross sins, you'd do it.
Maybe the humans just did it because they were like, you know what? I want them to smell how moldy these socks are. If I have to, they have to. The olfactory designers were vicious.
Why did you build me with this sense of smell?
Yeah, so
It's okay. Nothing will hurt you. I'll just take you to an Arby's. No, why?
Yeah, no, I think we actually established in the original time you played the Radislav character that you do in fact have a sense of smell. However, in that session, all you could smell was burn.
Yeah. The damage are gonna like, God damn it.
Probably different character though.
So
Maybe.
Aslav hops out and he sees what he, having worked here, thinks are just native plant species thus far. Marinha, would you like to give me a comm tech with the +2 from your tool to try and get a message or a line established with the tower over there? Awesome, you do. Christor and Viz, do you guys get up to anything else before we hop to the message?
Let me go to the message.
Lee, I cannot possibly imagine that my character has the free time to do anything aside from fill up this gaping hole in the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, well, there's also a gaping hole on the top of the ship, so Viz is probably up here welding in the background as well.
Viz is probably also working on that.
Yeah, so
If she's fixing the bottom, she's working on the top.
so
She's busy.
I mean, maybe don't weld at the exact moment I try to get a transmission to Weed Guy. He doesn't seem like a great hearer.
Yeah, well, so when the call comes back through, you actually see a woman who sort of pushed him aside and is like, "Oh, hey, yeah, sorry about Melvin. He's just yeah, a little swoozy behind the wheel, but it's yeah, wait, I'm not getting any video from you."
Yeah, so, hi there. We crash landed because something hit our shuttle, and now the sensors are offline, and
Oh, shit, that
we
was flying
can't
at
fix
you?
them without certain parts.
Yeah.
What was flying at us?
Larissa's like, and Melvin's like, don't tell her about it. And Larissa's like,
wait.
shut up.
Yeah, what?
And
Gosh,
Larissa's
fun news! I can hear you when you don't press mute! Explain!
just like, yeah, so there's just some very private people around here who really like their privacy, and Yeah, I think I might have seen, like, what looked like a yellow something flying very fast from the ground up into the sky, and, oh boy.
Fucking space libertarians?
God damn it.
These weed dealers.
Oh, we're in it now.
Yeah, he landed on their drug farm.
Yeah, we landed on the drug farm.
So, yeah,
We are toast.
So
Anyway.
about those parts.
Yeah, no, we totally have those parts. And I mean, I could probably bring them to you. Melvin, go get the parts open. Melvin's like, oh, and he's like, no, go, Melvin, you know where the keys are. Go get the fucking parts. Melvin, do I have to get the fucking power loader out again? Melvin, did you flush? Larissa picks Melvin up. Did you flush the keys again, Melvin?
Holy shit.
As we're all just listening over our comms, like, God damn it.
Yep.
Like, I don't-
Yeah,
Radislav is wishing he could get drunk.
Larissa puts Melvin down, comes back, and he's like, yeah,
Does
so...
Radislav voice this? Because my character's got some staff.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You said what now?
Well, Radislav
Same.
wishes you could get drunk. Melvin is coughing off screen, and Larissa says, yeah, so about that change of plans, is there any way you could come here to pick up the parts? It's gonna be like an hour or so on my side, and we obviously want to get you dusted off as soon as we can. Emphasis on the soon.
Can we get there faster? Like, I mean,
Technically,
I genuinely don't.
technically speaking, your ship can
Can we fly there? Okay.
Yeah, that is technically an option.
Well, I mean, how far am I on the fixing front?
Viz, you finished up welding both of the holes. As far as
Oh,
you know.
nice. Are we space worthy? I mean, not that we're gonna go into space right now.
You're
but, like,
space worthy,
okay.
but
Ish.
the comms are down, which makes any sort of piloting a little more manual than it normally is in the space age. And your asteroid gun is offline, so in the event that you
That's a
really
problem.
wanted to make something get hit, you couldn't do that. You don't have spare asteroid gun parts.
Well, I guess we could come to you
No,
without
I don't
sensor.
suppose they would over the comms tower.
Probably not. We'll have to get to an actual base.
Sounds like a fucking problem. Good thing I got my cutting torch.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get, out of here in time, I think you'll just have to burn it all as an example for, why you don't shoot down medical transport shuttles.
Yeah, seriously.
This
I've
is
flown
like-
this same fucking deal 1,000 fucking times, and I've never been shot down like this before. The most maintenance I've had to do this whole time is, making sure that the engine hums the right way.
This is like, hey, listen. I'm sure that whatever happened is just some sort of big misunderstanding. We're just not going to have you hang around long enough to find out if that's the case or not. So, yeah, you can probably touch down pretty close to the comms tower. Just be ready for a little bit of a salty hike, and I'm really sorry for this. I'm gonna go. You hear like a crashing in the background. She's like, I'm gonna go.
All right, we'll see you soon.
She closes the comms and disappears.
Okay, so
Radislav-
yeah, we'll go back
Radislav is-
inside.
Radislav was just like sitting in the back of the ship with a cigarette between his lips, wondering how exactly he came to this point in his life.
Yeah, and
Meanwhile, the Ras is kind of chilling.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Mr. Cogno, and gosh, I sure hope you're okay, and I've realized why you don't fly in medical shuttles for kicks.
Well. I'm just gonna say there's gonna be a really bad review left on Space Yelp.
Yeah, again, it's a medical shuttle. It's not for commercial passengers.
Why do the rest
it's
even have
Commercial passengers when you're going to a medical facility.
shuttle?
Yeah, that's why they're in cryo sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
fine.
isn't Radislav over there in cryo sleep? I have important medical business to attend to. Much medicine, bandages.
Oh gosh, I sure
MRIs.
would love to hear your credentials, but I'm gonna, prepare for takeoff anyway. I'm like, as long as everyone straps themselves back in,
Yeah.
because
about
we
the
don't
MRI?
know what will happen.
Yeah. So yeah.
I strap myself back.
Radislav, do you want to stay in the rear? Oh yeah, you strap in. All right. So everyone
Yep.
gets in their seats, and you take off again. Now, Madeline, you got two choices here, really. You can either. So it looks like it looks like the best place to land, from what you saw, would probably be somewhere to the south of the comm station. Although, of course, you don't have any of the stuff you'd normally rely on, so you're just gonna have to literally eyeball it out of the cockpit.
So is there no you said that the sensors are working. Is there no way for me to get a crude readout on my Seeks and PDAT? It's a diagnostic device. Can't I use its display to check some stuff?
You might be able to if someone's gonna have to have it in their lap jacked in at the time, and that's gonna be a Comtech -2, but then +2, so 0 overall to get to happen. But if they did that, they could give you a bonus. That being said, do you want to fly in very low, as if you were shooting womp rats in Beggar's Canyon for a piloting -2, or do you want to go at a reasonable height of civilian traffic and just do a straight piloting?
I mean, in my judgment here, which one is less likely to get a shot if people were intentionally shooting us down? Just going to look more suspicious? Does that give us better cover?
Going in low will definitely give you better cover. You don't
Yeah.
know where the shot came from, but it was close enough the comm station could see.
We're gonna go low.
Yeah, presumably it hit us from underwater, or from under our ship. And since there was something underwater, I'm assuming it was that fucking submarine. So let's avoid the Libertarian submarine if we can. And I'm gonna help you with that Comtech.
A Libertarian submarine, I can just imagine stinking of weed and hypocrisy. That's
Oh
just
my God.
it.
All right.
God damn
Viz
it!
twitches, giving both Viz and Mrinha an additional stress. And
Sorry.
but
No
she
more
does-
coffee for you guys.
She
out there.
pulls off the
Jesus.
Comtech, so rather than a -2 modifier, it's just a -1 modifier to come
Okay.
over to the comm station.
All right, gonna make that piloting.
Maybe Viz
Literally.
needs some of Bratislav's cigarettes here.
I stress everybody around me out always.
Yeah, but what about your character?
Rude, but true.
All right, so you land between the comm station and the non. Well, actually, you have an extra stunt. You think you could get even closer to the comm station on some not there's just enough stable ground that you could probably do it, especially if you're not
Yeah,
staying there
let's
too long.
get as close as possible. Not a fan of marsh waiting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you pop out, and you're just a click away. So you see the tower in the distance. If you had an extreme ranged weapon, I think you could shoot them. I don't think you do.
My character takes out her extreme range weapon. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
Max, maybe this is a place where we'll get to use survival. I mean, we're in the wilderness of
Yeah, I was about to
weeds.
say, I was looking at my survival and I'm like, good thing I have that as soon as I saw this fucking map and I heard it was a swamp. I know Lee and I know swamp. There's things I know about Lee and swamps, and so survival's going to be handy.
So yeah, I'm assuming that the party just sort of pops out and head over there. I could be wrong though. Let me know if anybody
I
has any
mean,
other
is
plans.
there any way to lock the ship so people don't come and that are passengers?
Get the club out,
Generally speaking, the ramp,
Why do we have a fucking spider as our icon?
because that's the party icon from High Road and I Search Party.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, there's a way to like basically be sure that like the internal door to the like controls is better locked than the ramp, but there's a way to like lock the ramp like it's a car basically.
Yeah, I mean, I'd feel better if someone stayed here, but we also don't know what we'll encounter, and I wouldn't want to like force a party member to stay behind for meta reasons because that would be boring, or at least put everyone's attention.
Either
So, yeah,
boring
I
or the other person is dead really early.
Yep.
Or
One
the
or
rest
the
of the
other.
party dies, and then it becomes a solo adventure of a guy waiting on a shuttle.
Right.
But you know, we're all gonna take this plunge into marshy adventure together.
The real question is like, how long does Radislav just sit with that cigarette between his lips before he's like, I wonder if the rest of the party's dead.
It's like,
All right, so you guys, yeah,
oh, no, they're dead. All right, time to go.
you guys hop out into a marshy terrain, a salty marshy terrain. It's not very pleasant to the nose or the feet, but you know, it's 1,000 meters. You live for now, and the group.
I've got space armor on. There's no messy feet thing here. We're not dealing with this. Take care of your feet. Trench rot's a thing, guys.
Yeah,
That's just Radislav in character, right? That's just.
My character tightens her very high boots, and then she's like, sweet, these are gonna come in handy. I got them for totally unrelated reasons.
yeah, so you arrive at the comm station, and you see two things. One, there is a power loader dock built off this little island and you know there's the controls for releasing the power loader. And two, there's like a door on either side of the comms tower, but there's additionally like a little something here with some water splish splashed around. Your roughnecky intuition, the Viz tells you there might be a way in that way.
Sweet. Well, I employ my intuition and lead the party that way. Which way did you say again?
I thought there were obvious doors in addition
Yeah, I
to
was about to
a
say.
weird
Yeah, we could
like
go into the
semi-nautical
ship, like,
door.
or we could use one of, not one, but two doors.
This is dishonored logic, guys. We don't go in the obvious end.
Yeah, no.
Now, someone turn yourself into like possess a fish and swim through a pipe.
Obvious doors?
Revenge solves everything.
Nah, fuck that.
Okay, so where are the normal doors? These side ones or something?
Yeah,
this
over
one
here.
Here.
Okay, there
Yeah,
we go. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and be like kind of chilling here then.
So okay.
I'll stay with Biz just to kind of.
There's like a button on the door to open it.
I offer you a
Okay,
drink.
I'll do it.
All right.
Bzz.
It beeps closed, but after a few seconds, it beeps open, and you see a bit of a cloud lurking behind a storied figure. Oh, it's Melvin. He's like, hey,
Wow.
hey guys, whoa, yeah. I think we talked on the phone earlier. I mean, the face phone, yeah. Anyway,
It smells them.
yeah. Larissa's sort of doing some plumbing right now, but if you guys want to come in, we've got like a sofa and TV, and I mean, I think we got some beer left from the last shipment.
Oh god.
Guys have Doritos, man.
Hi there.
Sounds
Coming
like
in with
five
great.
days.
Thanks.
Finally,
Listen,
beverage service.
Listen, the mother of steel decided that this was a man who was absolutely fine with spending years at a time alone in a tower in a swamp. She
Well,
didn't-
alone except for Larissa.
yeah, well, we're one person, you know.
I don't know. I feel like this is kind of a punishment for Larissa here. Like, this could be a place for a very chill married couple, but instead she is this guy.
Maybe they are into each other. You don't know that.
Yeah, so
Larissa's better
It still was
taste.
not infallible.
you guys come in, you hear a lot of water moving around below you. It's obviously being sifted through something in the base of the tower. There's like some beams above you, there's beams below, and there is a little rung ladder built into the wall in the northeastern corner of the tower. There's also little holes, at least one of which corresponds to what one you saw outside, almost as if though one could pass through it. Fascinating. But Melvin gesticulates to Lara and says, "Oh yeah, the TV's right up there in like the kitchen and everything. Yeah, I mean, help
Hey,
yourselves."
where's Larissa? We've got a roughneck too. She might be able to help her out.
Oh, Larissa,
Just, you know, as we're coming in the door pad, I'm just like 3-to-1 odds the little otter man doesn't survive this. Like,
My character references to the drink she just gave you and says, "I'll bet the bottle."
I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah. So you guys, yeah, I
The
mean,
people on the flight were not very nice.
yeah. So
You better fail,
I am gonna have so many words with your managers after this.
Wrath,
Look,
well
look,
known
look,
for getting
look,
along
look.
well with what they find on Waterworlds. But yeah,
yes. Fuck.
Melvin indicates that Larissa is upstairs in the bathroom working on some plumbing.
I'm gonna hit that up, but before I do, I would just kind of reference back to Vladislav and say something along the lines of cheerio, and then she dips out and goes up the stairs to find the plumbing problems. Presumably that's where
This
it
is
is.
great, but now I think the problem is that Melvin like dropped the keys in the toilet or flushed them, so they needed to get
Yeah.
open. But now
So
I really want to
where-
Racine Sea Dragon to Emax's character, or at least like try.
I've already had Rastin Sea Dragons attempt to eat my characters on multiple occasions. Thank you very much.
All right, so
One
Viz goes
time.
Christo, do you go
Yeah,
upstairs?
where's
Okay, you go
multiple?
upstairs. I'll assume the people who move up to the ladder go up the stairs, and I'll zoink you.
Well, yeah, we'll go to the
Oh, wow.
TV or whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to
okay.
see just how many different kinds of snacks he actually has present.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah. So this
Where's
door,
the
this door would
bathroom?
actually be open, and you hear like the sounds of a frustrated woman working with some plumbing. She turns around, and she's like, "Oh hey, yeah.
Hey.
Oh hey, thanks. Yeah, you look like you actually know what you're doing. What the fuck is Melvin doing right now? He's supposed to be watching the bottom of the pipes."
I have actually no fucking idea. I just got here.
Radislav, you open the
Melvin's
cabinet. and you-
enjoying himself like usual.
Radislav, you open the cabinet and you see that there are like 3 bags of tasty triangles. However, you notice that the third
Ooh.
bag is actually an empty bag with tasty triangles bags like rolled up and stuffed inside of it for a future recycling trip. But yeah, Larissa asks Viz if she wouldn't mind going downstairs and checking the bottom of the pipes for her. She's trying to like
Wow.
rattle something out, and she thinks
I hate
it's
that.
chooses the keys.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
she just dips and like raises her hand, just like, "I."
there is a couch and a TV. There's a remote, but the TV isn't on right now. Christo, you want to like flip it on?
Yeah, see what they got on the is it Shark Week.
It is actually not Shark Week. It seems to be a rerun, however, of a Rastian sitcom called "A News Guy Bought My."
I married a human separatist.
No, it's called
Yes.
a News Guy Bought My Planet.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
The
quite
newsboy
Rastin
moves in with
thing.
the quirky Rastine family. Becomes their beloved, slightly murderous uncle who teaches the children all sorts of things.
Yeah,
You know, there'll be scenes where the little outlets are like sitting around the news square. And the news square is like, if anyone ever upsets you, just kill them like this. And then the dad Rat walks and he's like, "News squire, what have you been saying to my kids?" And he's like, "Just teaching them murder." Ha ha ha.
So
I'm just having flashbacks when I worked at a daycare. It's a good time.
Holy shit.
So, Mrinha, do you, where do you head? Or do you watch the TV?
I mean, wait, they didn't need more help, did they? Or should I go down and watch the pipes like Melvin's supposed to be doing?
You get the feeling that it's a 2-woman job. So one person
So
up top, one person
I'm
down
just gonna
below.
watch TV then. Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Both Mrinha and Radislav, to what degree would you observe the TV?
I mean, I'm not paying the
Oh my
world's
God.
most attention to it.
Alright, then I would say Mrinha and Kraestor, roll me an observation, and Radislav also roll me an observation, but an observation -2 in your case.
Oof.
Ouch.
Yeah, we were all kind of fucking up here. I really fucked up.
All right.
I'm doing a good job. I've made every roll so far. Now I'm jinxed.
Yeah.
So
You hear Larissa yell, "I got him!" And she comes out and she like washes them in the sink moment. She's like, "I got the keys. All right."
Woohoo!
I'll go with the comms parts. However, as it happens, Marinha, you see that like it's a blink and you miss it thing, but like every 128th frame, the TV hangs. Just ever so slightly. The audio doesn't, only the video. But it's almost like there's something could be wrong with the TV.
Hey, I think something might be wrong with your TV. Is that like a Comtech thing? Or a heavy machinery thing?
It would probably be a Comtech. Larissa will come over and look at it and be like, what's wrong with it?
It's hanging for a second, like every 128th frame. It's really subtle, but it might lead to a bigger issue.
Larissa,
That's what you get for buying a Vizio.
roll, anybody who's looking at Larissa's face when, Marinha says that, could roll me a manipulation to detect.
Or, like,
Yeah.
this isn't gonna go well. I can't do manipulation. But I would be looking at her face because I'm talking to her. So, yeah.
A modifier on that, or just
straight. Larissa doesn't seem, Larissa seems like she probably knows what the cause of that is.
Wow, it's almost like these guys are also fucking smugglers.
Yeah, Marinha and Raslav noticed that. I don't know if Craystor is rolling that, but yeah.
No, I'm still watching the TV. I haven't seen this episode yet.
All right.
In this episode, the new squad tries to turn their living room into a zoo for illegally smuggled animals.
And he puts
And
the
the
children
kids
into the
decide.
zoo. He tells them it's a game.
So yeah, you guys.
Why is it so funny to me?
Actually,
Remember,
even
the
better, he
Tritonian
tries to
justice
ship them
system.
to a different new supply zoo in order to get exotic plants, and their parents have to go track down the packet. It's one of the darker episodes of the series. It's fine.
All right. So,
Yeah.
just remember, kids, if the 12 just start buying you, it's not your friend.
And the twist at the end is it turns out the new squad was only setting up the zoo in the first place because he wanted to try various exotic steaks.
And it's not a twist. That's just like a normal news crime thing.
Larissa.
Yeah, but to the rats, it's a twist.
So does
I would do
anybody?
if I were
Oh my
rich.
Does anybody like? So Larissa's like, yeah, I got the keys. We can go get the comms part. Marinha and Radislav, you've seen her choke a little, and she clearly knows something. But she just want to mention. She's like, yeah. So I'm just gonna like pop open the box with like, and like initiate all the parts, and like once they're ready to go, I'll hand them over to you guys, and
Yeah, sounds great.
all right, awesome. Thanks so
good.
much, Viz, for that. Well, I mean, I don't know if you introduce yourselves, but
So
yeah,
where are the parts?
the parts.
Hopefully out of this room.
The parts are actually upstairs, and Larissa would climb up the ladder.
So I'm gonna check out the
Lee, I'm
TV
probably
like
gonna
he's
name
gone. If Viz could like watch and maybe distract her if
Oh,
she goes victory suddenly.
Yeah, I'll help.
And-
I'll help.
So Comtech. See
Here.
if I can figure out what's
Radislav, are you just checking out the snacks still, or are you posted up at the kitchen?
with or without diagnostic device.
I'm kind of posted
With.
up in the kitchen.
Mhm.
I'm just kind of like keeping an eye now on things in general. Just kind of.
Yeah, well, I
I'm
just like
gonna
where thumbs
re-roll
up.
that.
Lee, I asked
See,
Larissa
I was right. Like,
what the deal with the science shit is.
there we go.
All right.
Apparently, I'm not great at
What
covert
the guys at
ops.
the comm table.
You jack it in. It's a
Gotta
little
keep it
stressful,
together.
but you managed to keep it together. And you see that things are looking a little bit. Okay, there's a data packet routinely being tethered through the comms tower. It looks like it's not. The problem isn't with the TV. It's definitely someone is riding their signal. It's the sort of thing you'd normally need to come to this tower physically and patch in to have be the case. What do you want to use your stunt for?
Is there any way I can like download the data packet to look at later?
Yeah, you could store it to your device so you could have some inkling about where it's coming from. Meanwhile, Viz, you go
Yeah.
upstairs with Larissa, and what do you ask her about?
Yeah, I pop up here, and I as soon as I come up here, first I'm like, all right, so where's this shit that? Oh, hey, What's with that snazzy science kit you got over there in the corner?
She's like, oh, that? Yeah. So,
One of Melvin's projects?
No, the Trinity has a policy about, being able to not violate native life forms, so you have to be able to, study what's going on. So, I mean, we just take a soil sample every now and again and make sure that shit isn't dying. Would Viz take, a close look at the science table?
I can't really think of a reason why she would want to.
Would you watch closely as Larissa unlocks this?
Yeah, no, I do like not to be prying.
You've seen a. You don't need to roll an observation, so just ignore that. You've seen a full or a regularly stocked but some stuff missing supply cabinet before. This is looking pretty damn low. She has to rummage around to find and initialize the comms parts.
I would be like, you need any help with that? I know my way around these stock.
This is like, nah, we don't have too much stuff back here.
Stock cabinet's like back of my hand. But what do you mean you don't have too much stuff back here? Standard protocol for all Trinity run comms towers to have a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, but
like, you got the
we had another shuttle have some like communications issues come by for them, and some stuff breaks around here, just like storms, that sort of stuff, and kind of scratches the back of her head in the exact same way that she did when someone called her on the TV thing.
Can I roll manipulate?
No,
I really think they would have come to us unless they're, luring us into a trap, which is why we need to be here.
Yeah, although you do hear the comms console is getting a hail, and Lucy's like, oh shoot, and she's like, hey Viz, actually she hands you the comms parts. Could you take these downstairs? I just need to take that real quick.
Yeah, totally. My character would climb. So, can she climb most of the way down the ladder?
Yeah, you still be able to hear. Alright, so you hold in the ladder, and you hear Larissa go... You hear Larissa's part of the conversation. She's like, what? No, listen, I've got this, we got this under control, they just need some comms parts. Yes, we saw that. What do you mean? Oh my god. No. That shit is so old. Of course it was. Damn it. Well, turn it off. Turn it off and just let them leave. What do you mean he's... Oh, fuck. Listen, just keep him busy. I don't care. And Larissa gets off the console and begins headed your way, Viz.
Yeah, no, fireman drop the fucking rest of the way, and I'm out of the tube.
Oh, do you want fire drop all the way to the first floor, or
ability? Not the first floor.
Yeah, roll mobility to get down quickly and kind of silently, so Larissa doesn't get very notified of that event.
I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to use my once per scene ability to fucking ignore a panic because I chose.
Oh yeah, right.
All right.
I ignore that and I reroll.
You trigger your Act 1 ignore and you get a panic.
Oh! I wasted it!
Roll me a panic.
You fool!
I'm rolling.
Okay, so you have a nervous...
You know what? She's like about to die going down the ladder. I'm just staring at Marina being like, so we're about to get fucked, right?
Yep.
Marina so Viz visibly jittering, falls, kind of slides down the ladder, making a really loud racket. You hear Melvin be like, hey, what's going on up there? Nobody knocked over the TV, did they?
Viz, are you okay? That looked like a really bad fall.
Hey, yeah, I'm fucking fine. Ouch!
Down the ladder and she's like,
I almost dropped something up there, and it took me a while to catch it, and then I guess I just lost my handholds.
Larissa is above you on the ladder, looking concerned.
So it is surprising that someone as klutzy as you are is still a really competent roughneck. It's one of life's little mysteries.
Larissa's behind you on the ladder, and she's like, yeah, you guys, we should definitely get you back to your shuttle, because night is falling in 12 hours, and
we've got patients to tend to.
Yeah, you got patients.
Gotta get them safely to their facility.
Yeah, time is of the essence.
Yes, we should definitely get out of here really fast.
By the way, you hear something up the ladder. And it sounds well, actually you hear literally proximity alarm, proximity alarm, proximity alarm, proximity alarm. And Lucy's just like, oh, that doesn't go off sometimes.
Radislav looks at Viz and says, "You look a little shaken." He's like, "Would you like some? You know, it's like, would you like something to relax you before you get fucked?" And it's just like nap relief.
Yes, please.
Typo. Just like, all right.
Now, does anybody have like a hand radio?
Nope.
I have one built into my armor.
Ah, yes. So, Radislav, you hear an all frequencies broadcast that's like cycling through broadcasts, and you hear something that sounds like a translator used by species like the Mirai, who don't directly like mouth the same way a human does, going, "You've not, you violated the NAP. Open your shuttle.
God.
You violated the NAP. Open your shuttle."
What is the NAP?
What is the NAP?
Radislav would know this from patients who've experienced intense brain damage. It's known as the non-aggression principle, or non-aggression pact.
Priestor also just chimes in saying, probably the non-aggression pact. Don't ask me why I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Radislav like repeats the message out to everybody when he gets it on his end. It's like, that doesn't sound good.
Lewis's like, oh shit. So like, I don't know how to tell you this, but you kind of have like a neighbor.
Really?
Well, that must be nice.
No, it's actually like the exact opposite of nice in many ways.
Oh, good.
Mean.
You guys probably want to stay in the tower and like let this all blow over.
Well, I mean, from your experience with your neighbor, is he going to let it blow over, or is he going to try to harm our shuttle with, as around you, patients who are in, life-threatening condition if we don't get them?
I mean...
Yes, all of them.
I mean, like, on the one hand, that seems really dumb. On the other hand... Oh, shit. Melvin pokes his head up the ladder and says, "Hey! I think I saw Ixkiwik's ship breaking the water. What's going on?" And then she like hits him in the head and she's like, "God damn it. God damn it. Why today?" Melvin's like, falls back down the ladder.
You guys got
So
any, like,
I don't
sushi?
really care so much about the patients, considering this is just a job to me, but I do care about my own life and the life of the people around me. I think we should get the fuck out of here.
She was like, if his ship has already broken the water, then the AA turret at that old human facility is the last thing you have to worry. Oh, shit. Yeah, by the way, yeah, you got shot down by an automated AA turret. I told them to turn it off, but I don't know if they listened to me.
I'm sorry, I thought you had one neighbor. Ship guy, neighbor guy, related, unrelated, whole clan of people here?
Well, you know how, like, the human empire kind of had a lot of facilities that maybe not all got found?
Yep.
Well, so, I don't know how to tell you this, but, our neighbor kind of
Father did not rebel from the
bought the
Empire just for us to
facility.
get shot down by the...
And he kind of considers it his,
Wait, what?
summer home, I think is what it is in
Oh,
Newsguai. I don't know
shit.
Newsguai.
Oh shit! I
Oh
saw
my god,
this
there's
episode.
a new school.
Yeah, our neighbor Ixkiwix is a very...
This is even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vladislav, you hear
Damn
all
it.
frequencies broadcast coming through saying, saying, "Change of plans. I am hunting you for sport. Change of plans. I am hunting you for sport."
And Radislav takes a very deep breath, opens his mouth to say something, pulls out a flask, takes a drink. Well, apparently we are now being hunted for sport, so...
Again? Jesus Christ! I thought I got over that shit last fall.
My character also takes a drink from her flask.
And I look at Viz, and I'm like 5 to 1 odds.
Oh, wait, sorry, what did you say?
And she looks over and goes, 5 to 1 odds now, I'd say. She just kind of
my
glance over at the
character-
otter when I say it.
My character's just like, I'm gonna lose this bottle.
Yeah, so she,
Yeah.
Larissa looks at you and she's like, alright, listen, he's a very impulsive, double shrimp thing, so, I think you're probably gonna be fine. I'm just also gonna go get in my power loader for, not getting shot reasons. And, you guys, I mean, I don't think he's gonna attack the comms tower with his ship because, I mean, this is kind of how he gets his internet, and he likes having internet in his summer home.
That's fair. I mean,
Amazing.
Are we
How would you
basing
whack
our
that on it?
safety off the idea that this thing wants free Wi-Fi?
I mean,
I think it's that.
That's pretty
Is that what we're doing here?
realistic.
I mean, it's not
I
free
think
Wi-Fi. He did
think we're basing
kind of
it-
pay us.
And
Yeah,
I
just
mean-
maybe not mention that to the authorities.
I think we're wagering that he won't attack with his ship. That doesn't mean he won't come attack it in person.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna
My
open the ship
character
guns up
cops
on this
for
place.
cutting towards.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have. So, she's gonna head down the stairs and go for that platform outside that had the power loader. If you guys don't like stop her.
No, I mean she should do that. That seems like a smart plan.
All right, Melvin. Melvin is
I take
meanwhile
account of-
coming up, and Melvin's like, "Whoa, there's some bad vibes out in the world right now, but I think I'm gonna go set it right. I'm gonna get on the phone and talk to Itsy Wicks." He's just climbing up the ladder.
Okay, Melvin, maybe I should come with you. Or wait, do we have anyone who's actually good at manipulation? Because I'm not.
Yeah, actually, I'm real good.
All right, maybe
I'll
you
go
should
up.
go talk him
I'll follow.
down.
Before
Explain our medical
Melvin goes up-
mission.
Before Melvin
Yes, I will.
goes up, though, my character's just gonna be like, "Hey, that blunt, toss it to me."
He's like, "What?" And he throws the blunt. But let's see.
In which direction?
Oh, it manages to reach you without coming undone. Yeah. Melvin then goes up, and Radislav joins him in the top. This is the top of the tower area of the map. So, Viz. Okay. Radislav is going to the negotiation chamber.
I'm taking account of the kitchen. I want all of the sharp knives.
All right. You find a sharp knife. Gain the knife weapon. Gain 3 knife weapons.
Fuck yeah.
And I've undone the
Fuck yeah.
the thing just so you can see it. This other chamber off the tower is in fact a shower room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if we weren't about to be attacked, I could wash some of the sweat off. I take a look in the fridge.
Important.
There is some beer, and there is also just some like leftovers, some tofu, that sort of thing.
Oh god.
Wow,
Is there any way I can
uninspiring.
find
I'll
out about
close
this
the fridge.
place's defenses, if it even has them? Like, is there any computer I can go look at?
You think all of the computer array stuff is going to be up the ladder?
Okay, then I guess I would go up the ladder. Like, I mean, are the doors even locked?
No, the outside doors were locked. Melvin had to let you in.
Okay, good. Alright, so they're locked. I guess I'm gonna is there any other defenses that this place has?
You look at the that is Larissa's console for like maintenance stuff. It shows you that
sorry.
there are the doors. Aside from that, the only defenses, air quotes, this place has is it looks like the outside doors can deploy an electrified grill.
Is that how they barbecue?
Not quite. So do you? Yeah. It doesn't have a
Well, is
password. or
Larissa
anything.
back in now? Like, would I shut her out if I did that?
So, like, you see, like, the cameras on, like, the console, and you see that Larissa is, like, presently, you know, about to be... I'll put you as, like, an eye in the sky, if you will. 2 eyes in the sky. You see Larissa is, like, coming over here. She's punching the button. And you see the bay begin to open up. And, yeah, you see the power loader coming up, and as Larissa goes for it, you hear a crack.
Ooh.
And, yeah,
I'm gonna go.
I turned to Viz and I'm like, hey, I have an idea. We put the couch over the hole.
Oh yeah.
you see her take a bullet to the side.
That's
It's
Oh shit.
I mean, it's a hard hit, but she lives and manages to at least climb into the power loader. However,
We're never going to be able to get the stains out of that armor.
however, you do notice that before she does, she punches something on the console. And the power loader and her begin to go down, back into the grate.
Oh.
Okay, is that
What?
inside the facility
Is there
or
like a-
is that like underwater? I don't know what that means.
It's
Am I
in its
supposed
own
to?
platform off the side.
shit.
And as far as you're aware, there's no way out of there, other than maybe she could jimmy around the inside to let herself back out. But she's basically just like locked herself in a cubby hole with the power loader.
All right, so I'm gonna electrify the grills now. Then,
All
turn the
right.
electrified grills
All
with
right,
the doors on.
All right, so Marinha, you deploy the electrified grill. Melvin is trying to raise Ixiwix. And before we do the negotiation, Viz, you've gotten knives. Craystor, you're chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I mean, I was hoping there'd be some fish in the
I
fridge,
think
but there weren't.
Craystor advised that I put the sofa over the hole, and I'm kind of feeling it.
We might
Yeah,
want to wait
I'm
till
gonna move the sofa over to the hole.
the Roche or
Keep in
whatever
mind,
gets back.
Oh, she's not
Not
coming
strong.
back. Well, you don't know that.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no. She. I don't know.
Oh, okay,
Like,
in that
I don't know,
case-
is there like an
But I'm gonna make sure.
intercom thing or some way I could
I could
communicate that
look-
without leaving?
Yeah.
Can I shout down the hole?
Yeah, you could just shout down the hole. There's also there's probably not an intercom, honestly, but you can shout down the hole.
Yeah, so I guess I probably just like tell everyone like, hey guys, I just saw Larissa kind of get to the power loader and then possibly seal herself away. So if there was anything you were relying on her to do,
Oh, yeah,
maybe
she did.
don't.
I just go back. Viz,
All right,
remember those
I turned to
small grates you
Viz.
saw? Sewer grates? Like, you might want to block those off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You want to put the
I'm
couch
also
over?
like, how about instead of putting the couch over the hole, we put the fridge over the hole?
Fridge. Yeah, that's what
Alright,
I was
so,
thinking too.
Viz,
Let's
you
do
want,
the
you
fridge.
want to dismount the fridge from the wall and push it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
I
heavy
can do this.
machinery, plus whatever tool you're using. Cutting torch is a +2, main jack is a +1.
I think
If you use the cutting torch, you'll have to roll the power again.
Okay. So
Alright,
I
so
think
you
I'm
cut
at
3.
3.
Mhm. Awesome. And you do it pretty fast, and you lose 1 power. And you now roll me a stamina, just straight stamina to
Wait, I
physically
lose it
move
on. I lose it on successes.
That is on panics.
Oh, you're right.
so-
They're panic dice, or they're yellow dice that.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. They're ones. Whatever. Point is,
No problem.
roll me a stamina.
Yeah, I did it right the first time. Okay.
You can also just insert the button into the power box in the bottom.
Yeah, it looks cooler when you do it that way.
Left. Anyway, Viz pop me a straight stamina.
Ooh. I
Well,
don't stress that. As always. Watch it be panic. Ah, yeah.
Okay, so you managed to get the fridge over the hole. You can step on the fridge and climb up to get up the tower, but you now cannot go down. And Craystor, you're just chilling, right? Max?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I might take one of the leftovers out of the fridge and heat it up. It's gonna go bad, the fridge not being plugged in.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody else is prepared for war. He's just listening to the microwave.
Oh wait, there's a hole in the wall now where the fridge was?
well, you know, there's like some wiring and shit that it was plugged up to.
Does the hole look like something could fit through it?
Not unless it was like, I don't know, Rast sized.
Interesting. Well, Rast would never work for New Squad. Except for if they work on the set of the acclaimed TV show. A New Squad bought my planet.
I mean, or if the New Squad paid
So-
them because brass are kind of capitalist work.
So,
Yeah.
you get,
Hey, I'll have you know, some of us are just normal wars, thank you.
Ixiwix
Wait,
comes
is
up
that-
on
oh my
the
God.
communicator. And his translator sort of like garbles something out at you. And he says, through the machine, I am now hunting you for sport. I hope you enjoy being hunted for sport. Haha.
Oh my god. I
Collapse
hate this
his
thing that
paddles.
I've created.
It's just like Radislav. Now they're in a deep breathing technique, just like this.
Melvin's like, man, you don't gotta do that, man. And Ixiwix is like, I do not have to. That is why I must. Radislav, do you chime in on this very constructive dialogue?
Just jump in. It's like we come to an agreement where you're not hunting us for sport, because I feel like we're much more amenable to that kind of dealing. It's like,
The news squad the news squad says, no, you will reveal my position to the authorities, and then I will have to find a new summer home. You know what happened the last time the Trinity found my summer home? They let my pets go.
Oh god!
It's got a human zoo. Well, not human, just a zoo in general. It's become.
Ah!
It's gonna be.
I just kind of have my hand over the console and like he's worrying about losing his summer home. Yeah, first world problems, right? All right. It's like, do I feel like there's any
like to
chance
think
that I'm
the
going to
Trinity have
convince
a
this guy?
Where they label
I mean, you could threaten him.
where they
It's-
label world. Like,
You know that Ixiwix is,
future?
he doesn't seem like, I mean, the
One
news
big
squad
mistake.
are like stereotyped as cunning. I'm not sure this guy is broadcasting that he's very cunning. He does seem to have the stereotypical bloodthirstiness. He might also have the stereotypical greed of the news squad. Or maybe he lost that along with the cunning, who knows. But you think that if you could offer him something that he really wants. That being said, you hear someone like talk off screen, and Ixiwix's like, oh, yes. I mean, humans, I have a demand.
Oh my god.
I will allow you to live. In
Who's holding the
return
leash?
for you handing over Archibald Smith. Now, Radislav, you know from checking if all the patients were okay, that one of the patients you had on board your ship was named Archibald Smith. He's just in cryo right now.
Of course he is.
You hear a voice off screen going, yeah, that's the one. And Ixiwix says, reveal him to us as he is a traitor. Why defend him when he will only sell you out when more money is offered?
It's like, right, Mr. What his name is. It's like, could you cease aggressive actions while I go talk to my captain about this?
Ixiwix says, you have... What is human unit of time? And the human whisper is like, what? Base 60. That is stupid. Yes, you have... You have some few hundreds of your stupid seconds. I don't know. I don't do base 60 time. Figure it out. We will hold outside for now.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's like, and so I just like turn the call off, and I'm like, oh, can an android actually get a migraine? Oh.
Melvin's like, I don't know, man, but like, why are you asking? Is there an android here somewhere? They're pretty cool.
Hey, Melvin, can you tell us more about where this artillery is?
Yeah, let me like mark it on your maps. And this is the thing that the -2, that, like if you gotten an extra hit on your observation, you would have seen it. But there's a air quotes unidentified compound, although you've identified it now as Ixiwix's summer home.
So, do I have a way of looking up the information we had? Well, on my personal data thing, I should have the information of the patients that I have, right?
Yeah, you have the personal information of the patients you have.
I'm looking up Archibald Smith.
All right. So give me a Comtech +2, which is counting the device, to just sort of give me a brush through his data.
+2. Does that include my diagnostic tool or just?
Yeah, that includes the diagnostic tool. It's a basic Comtech +2 from the tool. I will say what immediately comes up is that the victim of a ship collision found within the system, drifting in a lifeboat. Okay, with that, name has been falsified. You're not sure what it is, but you know his name has been falsified, and furthermore, you see that he is in presumptive witness protection, where the witness is not conscious to accept witness protection, but gets it anyway.
I was like,
and why didn't they have better security on this shuttle?
she's like, Rita, could you come over here for a second? Kind of get her away from Melvin. And then I explained what I just learned, where it's just like, it's like the Newsquay wants someone with the Newsquay or the Newsquay wants this person turned over to them.
Okay, so we're obviously not going to do that. Question is how much
would be opposed to
power.
If that's what we have. I'm not sure which was less intelligent than Newsquay or Melvin, but.
Alright, so that thing we noticed before with the land water pool, I guess we have cameras, right? I could see Flores outside. Can I see where the people are outside right now?
Yeah, let me get you a camera. I am a camera. One moment.
Also, if the other two of you want to come up here and participate in this conversation, feel free. We'll just can we shuffle Melvin downstairs politely?
Yeah, he goes and eats, he stress eats some triangles.
All right.
I'll swap I'll take a hit of the blunt and then swap it for Melvin. How's it feel? I'm accustomed to this.
You lose a stress. You feel if you continue, you might begin to degrade your wits.
No. I'll just take one hit. Take that stress off.
Alright, so yeah, I'm alright, so camera has sight controlled by all players. Bam. So yeah, you got you have external but not internal cameras. And they include the outside, both in 4 points around you, and also just an overlook onto the observation deck that is through this door right here.
Oh shit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so, but from any of my cameras, I can't see the Newsquire or the soldier?
So from your cameras, you can, in the distance, see a Newsquire ship that has breached the water. It is not super nearby, but not super far either. It's probably a kilometer away, like your shuttle is.
Okay.
And you can roll me an observation -1 to try and spot the anything else.
All right. Hey everyone, time to observe.
I sit down on the chair and I'm just like, yeah, not my forte.
Yeah. Max, do you observe?
Ooh, that's not good.
Yes, I'm rolling it right now.
What is that? Freeze?
The thing is, I actually don't.
No, it's just tremble. Although Viz is gonna.
Is this everybody up there can make the?
Yeah. Anybody who wants to look at the cameras, they're up.
I think that's
Alright. Max, you gonna push it?
Okay, what does tremble mean?
Yeah, fuck it, I'll push it.
I think it just means you have a -2 to agility.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah, that is pretty terrible.
I mean, at least I take a moment to calm down.
There we go.
Okay. So, one of you got 2 hits, right?
No.
No, nobody got 2 hits.
Okay.
Alright, fine, I'll roll.
3 ones.
Yeah. Thought so. Not stressing that out. What do we see?
Okay, here's what you see.
If anything.
Y'all see, there are 2 soldiers with rifles posted up to the south between you and your shuttle. They are in some foliage, like, as a way of hiding, more or less. So they look like they're in position to not let you through. And you suspect that they would have had an angle to shoot Larissa. And as we see, you also hear the comms blare as it sounds like Ixuix is trying to call you.
Okay, I guess
I let him through.
pick up.
Wow, I had a needy ex like that once, just wouldn't stop calling.
So Ixuix pops up and says, "Shh! Humans, have you accepted my incredibly generous offer of letting you live in return for giving me a traitor?"
Gosh, it's only been about 5 minutes out of the hour we were promised, so we're still debating, human ethics and all that.
Human ethics?
We have those? Oh, I guess we do.
Ixuix turns around and says, "You guys have ethics?" And you hear and he's like, Ixuix says, "The superior model of human does not come with ethics. Tell me, do you have any of the superior model of human on board?"
Bratislav gets on and goes, I am present, yes.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Tell me, human, without this burden known as ethics, will you trade all your lives for the life of one traitorous criminal?
Well,
I mean, I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm in charge here. I'm a friend, so I have double ethics, and we're gonna need the full hour unless you're gonna break your word again. So, bye-bye now, in transmission.
Ixuix is...
I'm like, hold up. This seems like a pretty good deal. I'm an ethical expert. There are 4 of us. There's one of this asshole. That means there's a 3-part gain in lives saved.
Yes, I too.
That's a really good
am
increase.
aware
This
of
is
the
Okay,
an
you're
investment. That's
fucking
great
kidding me.
investment.
There's no way they're going to let us live. That doesn't solve the summer house problem at all.
yeah, I'm going to have to be with the threat on this one. It's like, they're going to kill us regardless.
Come on.
Yeah, that part was obvious. What part of we're hunting you for sport? Wait, change of plans. Give us something like live. It's not a. What part of that conveys to you that they're planning on letting us
Useful
live?
bit of
Period.
information. It says they can't get into the ship.
Yeah,
Because if they
it
could get
tells
into
us what
the
they're
ship,
looking
they-
for.
Yeah.
Tells us what
It's a
they're
good
looking for.
point.
Tells us
Well,
if
they
can
haven't
get
gotten into the
out of
ship
it.
yet. But I mean, let's be real, it's probably like a standard Trinity issue lock. I'm assuming it's not impregnable, since it's just like the lock on a
No.
medical shuttle.
Yeah, but does this guy
They
sound
might
like he
just not
probably
have specialized
like-
ops, but I'm sure they could force it open if given enough time.
My character gestures to her helmet and says, "But you know what might not be, quite as easy for them to ascertain? The identity of someone underneath a standard Trinity spacesuit, all black."
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they just open all of the cryopods and then see who's inside all of them and then kill the one guy they wanted and then leave everyone else to die.
Well, if they
Well,
wanted
do they
him dead, they
know-
would just blow up the shop.
Do they know for a fact that the person is in a cryopod at this moment? Could
I
that
mean,
person
they'll-
not be hypothetically in the cryo?
feel like they'll know once they get inside the ship. Whatever. I don't think this is a helpful discussion because we're not figuring out how to solve the problem of the news.
Fair enough.
Or are we pretending that like Archibald is one of us and he's in here?
Yes, that's what I was hypothetically proposing.
Okay.
Maybe it's not the part of the plans.
I
was saying, because I have
think
my
about it.
student
It's not
with
like
me.
a terrible plan. If we were going to like set this up as a
Depends if
decoy
we're
while
gonna
we
be over.
snuck out and hopefully like diverted their forces.
That is kind of what I'm thinking of, and I am the most likely of us here to live. Assuming my character doesn't know you're an android or, think of you ill. Radislav.
Radislav is not very forthcoming about his status.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, so my character probably thinks she's the most likely to live, considering she's around squishy types like the Thran and the Rast. And other humans who aren't quite as, buff as she is.
Okay. So talk to me. So the problem is that the water exit is the one kind of in view of the soldiers. How many other exits are there?
Do you ask Melvin?
We have 2 exits, right?
I mean, I'd probably just look it up on the computer because
you can see that
the
there's
system.
there's like a mirrored water exit on the north and south of the base of the tower, and also you see there is an emergency ladder that
so
can be
we
let
could
down
exit
from
this
the
way.
observation platform, where you could climb down a ladder from the observation platform 3 stories.
Nice.
It is useful.
Where is the observation platform on the map that like I see the soldiers on? Like, how obvious would that be?
It is to the north.
Okay, so we could use the water exit or the observation platform to the north. That's something. Of course, then we still have to sneak around the whole site. Where's the ship on this map?
Your ship?
Or no, their ship.
Their ship.
I assume our ship is past the soldiers because that's what you said it was.
Their ship is off to the left.
Okay. Alright, and all of this is just like actual seawater?
Yep.
But we could swim in it because like it's water.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just sneak down and try to go knock out the guards, take our ship back. Except that doesn't really deal with the anti-artillery craft, but still, I mean, it'd be easier to deal with once we have a ship.
Well, the ship don't have a gun.
Yeah, I know. It just would be easier to get to it. But, I mean,
Well-
so, like, how far away is that? Like, if we have to sneak all the way there, like...
If you want to sleep all the way to the compound?
Yeah, that seems pretty far, right?
It is. Let me, oh shit, I clicked the wrong button.
But to the other ship, the map, the overall overview map.
Well, so depending on the type of anti-air system, it would be possible to fly under its effective range.
It is 7 kilometers away. So,
Yeah.
But, I mean, on the other hand, anti-air is pretty much useless if you're not in the air, so it would be safer to walk up.
I mean, it would be. I just don't think we have, like, how long would it take it? Like, 7 kilometers worth of time. Like, I think that might get into our shuttle before then. And
What if we... alright, so this is maybe a stretch, but do you think that I being a... so, to give you a little backstory of my character, she used to work at Ichthus Station, like the Ichthus Station, right?
Oh.
It's still used as a shipping station to this day. They make ships there. They service ships. It's a frontier settlement. And she's definitely worked on on Newsguy ships before, because it's a human settlement right on the border of the Newsguy base. Well, not right on it, but it's close enough. Do you think she would know anything about it's hard to say standard because the Newsguy are prissy about, making things all be the same. They like diversity. Do you think she would know maybe anything about flying a Newsguy ship? Or
she would know that the control console is normally in the middle of the Newsguy ship, and she'd know that Newsguy ships often have water in them. She wouldn't have any ability to pilot that she doesn't already.
more plausibly, would she know anything about like the effective range or ways to approach an anti-aircraft human thing? Because that's not newsfly made. That's an old human thing.
See, I feel like it's more likely that she would know how the inner workings of a newsfly ship than an actual.
In theory, you could fast and you could low and fast and maybe not get shot. That being said, AA turrets generally pretty good at preventing themselves from getting shot from the air, so you suspect that if it's a fully functional, well laid out installation, it would be able to take you on when you got too close. However, walking up probably doesn't have a way to, and there's a lot of heat signatures throwing off any thermal base detection, and there's lots of foliage. So unless there's a big clear-cut area you didn't see on your way in, which seems unlikely, you can probably walk right up.
Okay.
Lee, what are the odds that this comm tower has some kind of small water vehicle for movement in a swampy area?
Well, not in the odds. Does it have one? Like, let's check.
So it looks like there is a dock for a swamp boat. It does not. It is not listed as presently docked.
Figures.
Well, but we don't know where it. I just put in the hashtag ask Melvin, like, hey, where's your swamp boat?
Melvin's like, oh, the swamp boat. Yeah. It broke down at the weed field. It broke down at the green field. We were actually
where
gonna fix
is that?
It called. It's just like a few clicks to the south.
Do you have all the parts to fix it?
Well, Larissa was getting them together.
What direction is the compound? That's not to the south, is it? So I don't think this helps us. Yeah, we're not going to go a few clicks to the south. If we're I assume it's a few 3 or 4. If the thing is 7 clicks to the east, we're not going to go 3 to 4 clicks to the south, fix a thing, and then back.
Yeah,
that'd be still longer.
Yeah. So, the news guy is hailing you again.
Oh my fucking god, this guy.
Do you want me to take the call this time?
At the same time,
it's me, Dr. Mobius, broadcasting from the Forbidden Zone, a zone that is forbidden to you.
Anybody who's looking at the cameras would also make an observation at this time.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at you. Also, are we gonna try the ruse with the guy being here? I think it's worth a shot.
I do a big panic.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see shit.
Okay, Kraystor and Radislav. There is a
and me. I got a success. Rude.
I guess.
Oh, it was on the panic. Sorry, and yellow. There's a human dropship approaching your position. It looks like they're turned to put their back to the observation deck.
Oh, I do not like that. On the other hand, we could get their ship.
Yeah, wait. News.
This is both a threat and an opportunity.
A threat opportunity.
It did not
That's
need to
in
be
character, by the
portmanteau.
My cousin once started a business called Threat Opportunity LLC. It was an adventure capital firm. He's dead.
Someone murdered him for the best.
Actually, no. It was a venereal disease he got, but that's not the point.
Okay, I guess last call, guys. Either we're gonna deal with this ship, or I think if we want to sneak out, we could probably still go for the lower. And no, it'd be really hard. We should just deal with the ship. Do we know how many people a human dropship normally has?
Yeah.
Or can hold physically?
I think it depends on.
It can hold up to 15, including the pilot.
It doesn't look like it's one of the larger ones, but who knows?
And is this one of the electrified doors or not?
Nope, the electrified grills are downstairs.
Okay, so I think we're gonna need to leave this room and go take up defensible sniping positions downstairs, or at least ambush positions. But I guess we'll accept the hail one last time.
What about wait, before we do that, what about a thought? I don the suit, we pretend I'm Archibald, let them take us, and then we fuck them over.
I mean,
Because
I
they'll
think
probably
that
shoot all of us.
Yeah, they're probably. We don't know
Fair
if they're
enough.
going to, take him prisoner, and then we can't really fight our way out of that. I feel like we'd have a better chance fighting if we don't get captured first. It's not like the stormtrooper ship where you can just wander around freely. But it's still we're generating ideas. Worth a shot.
Alright.
Alternatively, what if I hide in the rafters and fire at them as they enter?
Ah. She said, right as we cut to our 10-minute break.
Okay.
Oh man,
Welcome
tense
out.
Sorry, I
situation.
haven't been watching chat at all, but thank you for coming out, and we are going to take a 10-minute break and be right back.
Oh man, we need to chill again. We've gotten down to 4 viewers.
Yeah, tag me in the shilling and I'll share it too.
Hi, Tark. Tack, we use my Activision Age RPG. That's probably been a while ago. Comes good.
Oh my god, I gotta say, I don't know if Max and Madeline are still here, but the fucking riff on the Rastian TV shows, I'm literally dying. It's fucking hilarious.
While I was walking away, I heard you say something addressed to Madeline and I, but then my Bluetooth cut out and I didn't actually hear what you said. So, what are you gonna say?
I just wanted to say the riffing on the Rastian TV shows, fucking hilarious, priceless.
I feel like every time I play a Rast, I end up improvising some sort of Rastian media.
The rest of the best media.
That's true. Science. I bet it was Jesus who said that.
I mean, in fairness, I established that they're media giants, so they do the best media.
Do we have the best ratings?
I'm like very happy. The best ratings.
Sweet, blessed caffeine.
Don't worry, everyone. I have a plan.
Really?
Yes. Oh, I sound so skeptical about that, Matt.
Do tell, Mr. Cognomen.
I like the sound of Mr. Cognomen. You don't need to worry about it. I have a plan, but it's like a me plan.
Is it to run downstairs and escape through the rat-sized hole left where the refrigerator was?
It might be to run downstairs and escape through the rat-sized hole after the refrigerator was. This is a plan to
Just
be enacted
Ratislav.
once things go, let's say, towards Tallahassee, if you catch my drift.
I don't catch your drift. What are you implying?
Tallahassee is south.
That we might.
Ah. I see now.
It's like,
Also,
I
it's
feel,
Florida.
yeah, I was about to say, it's like, is one of us going to get arrested in a Walmart? Like, what? Like,
I'll be right back, guys.
will we have to face meth gators? I love that's the thing they actually have to worry about in Florida. Because meth houses keep
gators?
flushing their extra chemicals. Yeah.
Oh god.
This is an actual thing. A lot of these, meth will end up dumping their stuff in like swamps and everything if people get too close or everything, and it's getting into the alligator's system, and so you just have these cranked out like alligators.
Oh, god.
That is amazing. It's like one of the greatest things I've ever learned.
It's the best worst thing.
Toilet permit for the
The swamp has never been cleaner though. Like, that's
Wow, yeah. Drug dealers and animals like the hippos that now rampage on the former drug lord's estate in Latin America. Hippos aren't intensely deadly or anything.
I love the fact that hippos just don't look like anything. They're just like, hi. And then they just murder everything that comes near them.
I know,
Like, hey,
it's so
fuck you.
weird.
But if you like raise them in captivity, like in zoos and everything, they're fine. They're like not.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the baby hippos will actually play like puppies.
Aww.
Like, and it's just like disturbingly cute. It's like, oh. This is the whole use of my marine biology degree, giving people random facts about semi-aquatic and aquatic animals.
Hey, that sounds like a pretty good use.
It's basically what I use all of my degrees for. Is just like, I'm going to have random facts now and build RPG characters. It's like, are you going to do something to make money with these degrees? Oh, no.
That's not what degrees do anymore. They just add to the prestige of your employment.
Yeah, that's exactly what I use my education for as well. It's just so I can occasionally go on rants about theater architecture.
Architecture?
So that's how it comes up about half the time. Half the time it's theater architecture, half the time it's theater history. There isn't a whole lot of opportunities for me to rant on like the actual method of acting and directing and such. It just doesn't come up as often.
Yeah.
I get to rant about two of my degrees fairly often. I have 3 degrees: marine biology, psychology, and criminology. It's like you get to rant about psychology and criminology a lot on time online.
Wait,
It's just
like you have actual degrees, or like you triple majored and got 1 bachelor's degree?
no, I have degrees in all of them. I started college when I was 16.
Okay. Wow.
Seems a bit much.
Yeah.
You gotta move.
No, I
Impressive.
got into like a
Bit
program
much.
that gave me basic like free college while I was going to high school. And once I was starting the college classes, I just stopped doing anything in my high school classes because I no longer gave a shit because it didn't matter. And I got a marine biology degree because Jaws saw that when I was a kid. And I was like, I want to learn more about these things eating people. You know? And then just gradually got into the others. And now I'm just waiting for the first serial killer dolphin to use all 3 of my degrees. I'm good. I should just write that book. That's what I should do.
Yeah, I feel like it's the Rasteen Sea Dragon problem where it's like, how do you get the people to the water and not notice that the dolphin kills them?
I mean, you know, people go to the beach alone
like
all the time.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys played the game Selma?
No, but I have seen like a whole video essay on it.
Well, in the very beginning of Soma, you're in this guy's just apartment, and you can just rummage through it. And he has this book called Hooked. For basically, like from the picture and the description, it is like something in the sea fishing for people on land.
Oh, that sounds fun. But yeah, I guess the dolphins could just kill people on the beach. I just think of them in captivity because of their trainability.
I just like the idea of the dolphin just like casting a line of where like the hook has like a wallet on it.
I think my favorite bit of marine fiction is someone that created a dinosaur that has 3 heads. And one of the heads is aquatic, but the other 2 are land-based, so it always just walks along beaches with one of its heads stuck down in the ocean.
You just look at whoever made this and just be like, why?
Because they were doing like a game show style challenge thing, they were given a dinosaur fossil and had to make art of it based on the one little fossil bit. And so they just kind of painted whatever because they weren't at all educated in paleontology and just made that up about it. They only painted one head, but after they painted the one head, they were like, oh, there's other ones too.
Yeah. My favorite bit of marine fiction is the entirety of the movie The Meg. I've never seen a movie about sharks, but it's about sharks. But it was fun still. I mean, it's dumb. It's really dumb. But holy shit.
So we are. Is Pat back? No, I can see
she
your camera.
left.
I can see your camera, and she's not back. Yes, hello, friends. If you like the art that we are using, and you put !alien into our chat, you can see some links, including Pat's Patreon, but also where to go to get these tiles to use in your own game. If you do !Fallout, you can see where to get some of the other tiles.
Chill.
And if you do !Max, you get a link to all my socials. You'll notice how nothing comes up when you do that. That's because I'm on nothing.
That's right. I thought you were on one. Alright. We are gonna... Well, okay. People who aren't Pat, you know the dropship is coming. Where do you post yourselves up?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of unfair to do this without Pat.
I mean, like, you could
Right,
revise this when she comes back and says something, but just in, like, it's possible that someone's like, I locked myself in the bathroom, and then nothing's really going to change.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like
question is, do we
not
want
on
to
this
hold this
level
floor
at
or the
all.
floor beneath it?
Definitely the floor beneath it. This floor is not a good floor to hold. Like, there's nowhere to hide.
Fair enough. Okay, let's head on now.
Sure.
Just leave Melvin.
And
No, Melvin's
What?
downstairs already. We're going to him.
yeah.
We're just gonna go down. He's just gonna be like eating Doritos and
He is.
watching TV. Like, he's just like,
It's panic eating.
Okay.
Radislav, do you also descend?
yes, I will go downstairs.
I'm going to go over to this table.
Can
Like,
we
clear it off
block
very
this
carefully.
the way down?
And then put it on its side and then slide it to make a little like nook cranny cubby where the oven, where the fridge used to be.
You wanna slide the door down to where the fridge used to be. No, the table to where the fridge used to be.
Exactly. That way I can go like right here and bada bing bada boom, it's a bunker, baby.
There's no way to lock the holes.
Okay, but like, is there any? So I mean, it's just that they look like giant manhole covers. There's nothing we could find to like wedge in there, or.
I mean,
like,
you've got the way down covered by the fridge. For the way up,
how
you don't see a shutter.
far? Like, how long is the tunnel?
There's maybe like a half story worth of climbing between stories.
So not much.
Yeah, that's not very helpful. Because I mean, I figure Pat could probably like cutting torch off the ladder. Just break it up with supports.
Well, the
but
ladder
it's not worth
is-
it to half story.
The ladder is like rungs in the wall.
That's true. Should get rid of a couple.
This is
Probably
also,
can't just keep it.
this is the door to the shower in case anyone wants to go in there. Melvin will probably cower in the shower. Shower. Hour.
What else do we see that looks useful? Like, are there any supplies?
This is the living area. There's an oven, there's food, there's a fridge.
Yeah, I really kind of need Pat to get back so she can shove the refrigerator because we don't want it there anymore. I need to go see the downstairs.
I can move the refrigerator.
Okay, yeah, I think we should do that.
Yeah. You want to give me a stamina just to see how fast it happens?
Sure.
Yep. You move it out of the way in not that much time.
Pat's back.
We're all dead. Sorry.
Hey, Pat.
We did somewhat throw your character between us and the enemy. It didn't work because you didn't have enough armor, so the bullets just went straight through you and into us.
That's entirely fair. I deserved that. Anyway.
But yeah, Pat, we're talking about what we do. Madeline has gone to the bottommost area to look around.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be left up here all by myself unless I'm in a defensive position. So I might get, you know what? Can I, from this ladder, find a place on the ceiling where I could, like, crouch up?
Why do you assume the ceiling has rafters? Like, did I miss the part where we heard the ceiling is? I mean, it might, but
I'm
like
hoping that it might.
most ceilings don't have like rafters that human snipers can sit on. That would be cool, but
Yeah,
why would I
is
build
there
that?
such a
It's an
thing?
architectural design. We're not sure why. You know, kind of an aesthetic thing.
You
Out by
It doesn't have a thing.
most of the place between floors is jam packed with shit. If you had time and didn't care about long-term damage to the functionality of the tower, you could probably get in there. However, these are stacked for efficiency.
Okay.
But if you wanted to start cutting random wires with your knife, you could do that. It would take time, though. You're not sure if you'd get it all done in time.
You know what?
So everyone just like move up the fridge, move the couch, make some cover,
Yeah.
post up.
probably what we're gonna have
That
to
sounds
do.
like a heavy machinery roll to me.
Did you what?
To move a couch.
No.
So you are gonna try and like.
Sounds like a heavy machinery roll with the bonus of my cutting torch.
Yeah, all right. Do that and then roll your cutting torch power, which again, the power button in the bottom left. Just put your power
I'm gonna go ahead and stress that out, but I will roll my power first because I think that's how that works.
Well, I mean, I think you should probably roll like both of these rolls are the same roll, so you should really roll your power like after. Like it doesn't matter. I wouldn't lose power until afterwards.
I do it fast. Do it very fastly.
And in the future, just look at the bottom left of your sheet and click the power button. I put 3 in there for you. All right, yeah. So you very swiftly cut your way up into the rafters. You are like off to the side in the ceiling a bit.
You do have an actual gun, right? Because
Nope.
don't. Then why would you make a sniper's nest?
I'm using my cutting torch.
That's a melee weapon. You can't use that unless you're physically touching someone.
I think she's just gonna
Hey,
like
somebody
CO
throw me-
down on their asses.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured I'd do.
I mean, yeah, but it still feels like you just put someone with a gun there so they can shoot people.
You know.
Does somebody want to take this spot?
All right. So Radislav, where do you position yourself?
I mean, I'm
curious. We don't have much in the way of
probably the
weapons
best
on us.
shot.
That
I mean, you have whatever you brought.
yeah. What all was on that table upstairs? The I'll go check. I'll just go check
Yeah, there is.
after I move.
When you look at it, most of it is for like testing. But you'd think that if you were to like, I think this is a Comtech, combine some acids, you might be able to get at least one good throw of a burning acid.
Oh my god. Do we have like 2 people with no weapons in this combat scenario impending?
I have surgical tools. That's fine.
Not a in.
Well, in the right hands.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
As I proved in the last game where I played this character, they work quite well.
Alright. Mrinha, Mrinha, what do you get while you're downstairs?
You said I can't.
Okay, well, what is there? You haven't described it yet. Like,
Yeah, you look around.
I can't really see any stuff here. There's like a desk and a chair, so I don't know if there's other stuff.
So there are some panels you can open up and take things out of. You find some miscellaneous repair parts. You find a spare maintenance jack, and you find some fuses.
Yeah, this is pointless. I guess I'll go back upstairs. I'll take the maintenance jack, though. Not for me, but for someone else.
Alright.
I mean, the already has been, but maybe Mr. Surgical Tools can use it.
Yeah, so Vladislav, you have a potency 11 acid. It will work like fire, but it's acid.
Can we just talk about how weirdly I'm definitively in the better armed half of this party?
What do you have?
I have an
Gun?
EVA pistol.
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, you have a fucking laser pistol.
Okay.
Yeah, so Vladislav, you managed to hook this up on the tower. On the camera, you see they're like about to touch down on the tower's lip. I don't know if you want to rush downstairs and get a position. I'm assuming you someone would rotate this sofa, this, but you know.
That would probably make sense.
Yeah. So Vladislav.
Yeah, but I'll book it back down there.
Oh, yeah. You come down here and just post yourself wherever you want to be in this tower.
So wait, is Pat using the sniper's nest?
Yeah, she's up in the rafters. Between.
I'm gonna
Did she
drop
reach
my.
anyone from there, like physically with her cutting torch?
And she's gonna drop down and pounce
I
on
could
him,
get,
and do a bunch of stabbery,
this next-
and then transition into an all-white room where she closes her eyes peaceably and says "Requiem in pace," and then some shit happens. I don't fucking know.
All right.
What? Yeah, sure.
You guys aren't in the room with the cameras right now, so you don't see what happens on that camera.
I feel like leaving the cameras on was a bad
I
idea.
want the couch to be turned a different way. Well, I mean, the cameras are just showing the outside. I don't see how they help the guy. There are no inside cameras.
Mm-hmm.
No, Lee,
Should
I
we
want
roll
this couch
initiative?
turned.
All right. Which way do you want it facing?
It's not really the important bit, but I guess I'd like the back to me.
All right. Yeah. All right, and Vladislav, you just want to be stood right there.
Yeah, that way I can just drop a bomb straight down a ladder.
They're coming from above.
Oh, they're actually going to just straight come at us from above?
They're going to land on.
They're going to come at us from the floor above after they go through it.
They are landing that dropship like they're putting the back of it, like Halo hot drop from the back of an Osprey style. They're gonna hop out onto the back. Pelican, whatever. They're hopping out of the back onto the observation deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, then I want to be on the floor above.
All right. You want to be up here?
Yes. And where would they be coming into the room?
This door.
Through the, balcony doors.
Yeah.
Well, just they could also repel entrance. I didn't know what they were planning on that.
Yeah. And you in here, you can see the camera. So you do notice that as the ramp opens, they seem to have a strange-looking dog with them.
Oh my god. What do you mean dog? That's clearly a lion.
Good boy. Who's a good boy?
Wait, did you
Looking at
request
this,
a lion token? Oh, you did.
Looking at this inside door and everything, is there a way I could, place this bomb so that when they come through that door, it goes off?
So you have the acid mixed, and if you threw it at them, it would burn them. How do you want to make it pop when they come in?
That's what I'm asking. If there's something I can use here to do that.
I would say that maybe some of the science equipment. If you give me a heavy machinery to improvise it into a pressure plate almost.
Let's give it a shot.
All right. Yeah. There is a crude acid bomb here now. All
right.
And
I just
you have that
it's
set up,
locked. That's what it is.
and it sounds like
and I will go back downstairs.
Okay, yeah. Everyone roll me an initiative.
All right.
And Radislav, you'll be like on the ladder.
Oh shit! I didn't take my token because we're now looking at multiple maps. Well, I'm keeping that initiative roll. I mean, I'm gonna reroll so I get on the token, but
Yeah.
want that 9.
All right. Who has the better agility between Marinha and Radislav? I'm assuming the pilot.
I have a 5, but Sims have intense stats, so who knows?
I have 2. I have a 2 agility.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'm faster than you.
Mm-hmm.
Radislav was not built for speed.
Indeed.
Built for cornering.
It's like, no, I was built to have 15 dice pool in medical. That's what I was built. And this will be my 4th session with this character, and I have yet to make a medicine roll.
Wow.
Oh
You
my
might get an
God.
opportunity to after this fight. But Marinha, it is your turn. If you want to declare, put a clock on yourself and declare Overwatch. We assume you've overcome your trembles by now.
What troubles?
You had trembles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple of rounds, so yeah, I guess I'll just put the Overwatch on, because I mean, there are clearly no enemies here yet. We've already prepared.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can do.
Slav, it's your turn. As you are at the top of this ladder, you can spend a half action to get down a floor if you'd like, and also put yourself wherever you want to in the main room.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna hunker down behind
the fridge?
this.
All right.
I got surgical tools in hand. But
It's a fast action to get you there. Is there any slow action or other fast action you want to perform before I move on?
Yeah, actually, wait. There is a slow action. I will do a command roll to see if I can improve our pilot's next next attack. Just like they're coming in hot, stay frosty.
Actually, wait, shouldn't we just leave? Am I crazy? Like,
Well,
It's a little late for that one.
it's a
I mean,
little
it's
late.
not though. We can still slip out the front. Like,
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
'cause right now,
through what front?
if we wait long enough for them to
Through what
flood
front?
it,
The front with the
Well,
raised
sorry.
electrified grills?
oh yeah, I guess because we can't turn that off. God damn it! Why doesn't this thing have access points in multiple floors? Who fucking designs these?
No.
Oh, that's actually my cousin, the one that died of the venereal disease.
By the way, when I
Probably
say
ancient
venereal
humans
disease, I
who
mean he
sucked at
literally
this
got
shit.
his ass ate.
Alright, so...
Wow, I'm glad we'll die with that image in our brains. Eases the pain a little.
Oh,
The
well,
pain of that image, not the pain of death.
Well, you get a +1 bonus on your next roll to stay frosty or whatever.
yeah, you guys hear something, maybe break, like, I don't know. You hear some gunshots. Or a gunshot, rather. Max, it's your turn. I don't know if you want to Overwatch with your laser pistol.
Yeah. I'm gonna Overwatch. I'm gonna be like, first bastard comes out that door, gonna get a big old.
Okay.
Oh, Lee, I just remembered that I accidentally cut my cutting torch's power supply by 1 accidentally in the beginning of this, so I should actually have power supply 4.
Alright, you can just go to the bottom left.
I started
Change the number
with
from a
4.
3 to a 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So a door opens, and if Radislav would like to roll me base dice 11.
Okay, I'm just gonna click my medical aid because it's the same number of dice.
Sure.
Nice.
Awesome.
I feel good about that.
You finally got to roll medical aid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it was to melt someone's face.
Yeah, you hear someone
Look on me after
scream horribly.
Oh, Pat, what is it with this character making acid bombs?
Gosh, I sure am glad you
I
weren't one of
know,
those Hippocratic
right?
Oath doctors.
You're the fucking acid lord.
Viz, you are posted up in, like, the in-between You want to, like, I don't know, Overwatch to Cutting Torch?
You bet your ass that's what I'm doing. As soon as somebody pops, I won't even let them get to this floor. As soon as somebody comes within range, I'm fucking knocking them out with the cutting torch. I'm hoping that I can make them lose their handhold and fall prone or into the next floor.
Right, well, it's Marinha Vroom's turn, and they're not in yet, although you hear stomping of feet above. I'm assuming you hold your,
Yeah, like, let's move on. There's clearly nothing else.
Radislav.
Situation's not changed.
Radislav, I don't know if you want to, like, give an additional command to someone to, like, attack better when they do it.
Yeah, I'll make sure ChangedStars is properly motivated.
Excellent.
It's like if you don't kill them, they'll kill you.
Here's with that command.
I'll be like, hey, fucking the customer service around here is terrible.
Plus
Hey,
three
I was
modifier.
very inspiring on it.
Well, you know, you can't complain if you don't get out if you're alive.
Yes, I
If
can.
you don't kill,
Yeah.
Or do you
if
think the
you don't
last
kill them,
afterlife
they'll
is?
kill you.
Yeah. So, something that looks an awful
Actually,
lot
a rat
like
snake.
a lion is coming down. Viz, could you give me that that cutting torch attack?
Fucking Christ.
Oh my god, no,
Ah.
that baby.
I know, I feel bad about this, but I have to.
Hmm.
You fucking
Well,
kidding me? Is this something I can re-roll?
Oh yeah, you can push it. You can push it.
Okay.
I mean, does it look angry? Like, how do they have a god, not dwarf?
Well, Marinha, when you see the dwarf, you might notice some things about it, but I don't think Viz is an expert in.
no, I'm not an
Marinha's.
expert on.
Re-roll the power, but that
wrong.
is a hit on subject TX31.
No.
I know, I feel bad about this, but yeah, somebody's got to do it.
All right, so now what do
Might
you
as
want?
well
Now
be
you
me.
mentioned you wanted to like knock something down. You can use a stunt to do that. Do you want to knock it all
no,
the way
as
down?
soon as I see it's not a human, I'm just focusing on killing it.
Okay, so you're just putting 3, 4, 5 damage onto it.
Yeah.
All right, it's going to turn, and I'm testing out the escalation system here. But okay, so it uses its 4th attack, which
what?
is it goes for your crotch.
Damn. Honey.
Wow.
Roll
Just
me,
like my cousin.
roll me your armor.
Oh, I don't know that I have any.
You didn't get the roughneck
No,
trait
she
that
got the
gives
thing
you
that lets her-
strength-based armor?
Nope.
Yeah,
I
all
got
right.
the thing that lets me ignore stress once.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's not a good one.
all right, so you take 2
No.
damage, and you suffer critical hit 32, and you've taken a crotch wound.
I'm fine with this.
Ouch.
Moving on.
Yeah,
That's what you mean to say. I'm not fine with this, but
yeah, you take 1 point of damage at every roll for mobility and close combat.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's really not
and
great.
its escalation has gone up by 1, which means that it will roll its d4 plus 1 when deciding what attack it makes. But it can't really like hold on to the rungs, so it does this like in midair, passing you, and is now like right here, and triggers the Overwatch of both ChangedStars and Marinha. Marinha, that's a 1 modifier.
Well, wait, I said I wanted to shoot the first soldier. Like, I don't really want to shoot that.
Yeah, I will say,
I mean-
when you see it come in, you do notice there's something really weird about its neck and paws, and also its jaws way too large.
Ooh, I mean, I guess, probably a mercy kill? I don't know.
But what do you think
Oh.
Marinha would like demur?
I mean, I think that she probably wouldn't immediately shoot if she
Alright.
can see enough to recognize that it's like a creature and not
Yeah,
a soldier. She'd probably
ChangedStars.
save her bullet for the first soldier.
ChangedStars, deadly animal covered in blood at its mouth has just dropped down. Is that triggering your Overwatch?
That's triggered the fuck out of my Overwatch.
Pop me your shot, modifier 3.
There is actually an implicit understanding in every Rast Overwatch that if a big blood-mouth monster, you said plus 3?
Yeah. Don't put the plus
Oh, damn,
1 in,
okay.
Yeah. Because Radislav gave you the command.
Well, thank you for the command.
All right, and how do you want to use that stun? It's more damage?
I just heard it more.
Okay.
Wow, I thought laser pistols would be better. I guess they're armor piercing.
Yeah, it's really the armor piercing that gets it, especially against heavily armored enemies. It's such a benefit. Like, we were
Yeah.
going up against the Marshal. He had like 1 billion armor, but like it was much easier for me to hurt him than other people.
I noticed that Lee still rolled 3 armor. I mean, I guess it's just you only count the first one or the first 2, whatever.
They half their armor, I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys hear someone pulling a pin on something.
Oh shit!
And
Grenade.
looking at subject TX31, when the soldier above says, "Fire in the hole," you see like a hawk's gore splatter, translucent eyelid style things come down over its eyes. That is not a feature, correct me if I'm wrong here, Pat, of a regular dwarf. Pat is frozen, I think. Anyway, point is,
No, not at all. What just happened? I'm frozen.
oh shit, no, don't refresh, fuck, fuck, Pat.
How long was I frozen?
Just very temporarily when I was asking about the thing.
Oh yeah, no. Somebody threw a grenade and
Alright, so like, Marinhov, Radislav, and Kristor all roll me a stamina. Radislav, this is a +2 for you.
Great.
Stamina.
That will
How
work.
dare you do this to me? Oh shit, I panicked, but I...
Will work.
Yeah, roll panic. Yeah, so like, a flashbang drops into the room, but you all manage to avert your eyes and like just generally tank it.
Well, it's a good thing that my character is always wearing sunglasses indoors.
Kristor, it is your turn. There is a deadly animal in this room that just saw you shoot it and thinks you look delectable. How do you go forward?
Well, I don't think it looks very shootable, so I'm going to shoot it again.
You can take your fast action to aim, get an additional +2. But
Oh, that's a thing in this system. Good to know.
that is indeed different.
All right, hitting it up.
I feel like ever leveled is it getting the ability to shoot twice a thing you can get with experience.
Well, I hit it, and I'm going to do more damage again.
Is it? I don't think it is.
I think it might be like the ability to attack with a fast action is one of the general traits. I could be wrong.
Oh,
Ooh,
maybe.
That would be cool.
I'll have to look through the book to see about that.
All right, so that's your next, Max. Is that a new attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
after his panic roll, after all the stamina rolls.
Okay, you do 1 damage. It's barely alive. This results in it escalating once more. It's a soldier's turn. Said soldier is going to fast action move here. Fast action move here. That will pop Marinha's ready to action. To shoot the first
Okay,
soldier she sees.
great. I shoot it.
It's a 1 modifier, yeah.
What is a 1 modifier?
The
Shooting.
command I gave you for the
Yeah.
shoot.
Oh, yeah. So that's just an extra die?
Yep.
Is what command does now? Okay.
Command is awesome.
Yeah, so just put everything into damage.
Nice.
All right, yeah, you punch through.
Nice.
They have a lot of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why you got, like, the pistol. My pistol.
Well, it's expensive and we don't come with it automatically, elitist.
Well, maybe you should.
All right, Viz.
How did you even get it? You're a fucking sneak.
We spent significant time, Leah and I, putting together a new sneak item set, and that's one of the options.
Okay.
Viz, you
that makes
are
sense.
lurking upstairs.
So
in the vent.
nobody has seen me except for subject TX31, right?
Yeah.
And subject TX31 kind of thinks that the RAS is tasty from their vantage and probably can't even hit me, maybe.
Probably. It's.
I'm gonna I'm gonna Overwatch. And, I guess aiming something with Overwatch so I can just Overwatch?
You just Overwatch, yeah. All right.
I don't think you can aim a melee weapon
No,
anyway.
that requires a talent.
Another soldier comes down and
They fail.
triggers Viz's
That's-
Overwatch.
Yup, that triggers my Overwatch.
Yep, that makes sense.
And
Alright, that's a hit. Is it all to damage?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna psych that one out too.
Oh, okay, reroll. With -2. And then roll your power.
So it adds both, right? Okay. Yeah, that panic means I panic IRL.
Yeah, and for
So
reference,
let me
you
give
do
you that and my
because,
power roll.
because of
Oh,
your
nice.
crotch. You keep it together, but your crotch hit does mean you take a damage when you make this attack.
Fuck.
But that is putting 4,
I made it count.
5
All damage.
damage. If he doesn't score any armor, he's gonna die, or he's gonna go down in one hit. Ooh,
Oh god damn
Right.
it.
But it's fire. Doesn't fire have something to do with armor? Doesn't fire negate armor?
that's only
No,
xenomorphs.
the cutting. I don't
Oh,
believe-
fuck, you're right.
Is it-
I
hold on,
think it
is the cutting torch armor piercing?
No, it's not armor piercing.
No, I don't think it is.
Could be.
You missed
I just
that
thought that fire was armor piercing for some reason.
It's because that's how xenomorphs
The
are in this
cutting
game.
torch is armor piercing.
It is.
Wait, what?
Welding. Yeah, it's a welding torch.
Oh, nice. So that's 2 armor.
All right, so it only okay. So he takes 1 more damage.
Okay.
All right, Murnat, it is your turn. You see 2 soldiers. One is kind of behind cover. One is not.
Why are you not even trying to pronounce my name? Like, it's Mrinha. It's not that difficult. It's
I said
pronounced
Mrinha.
the way it's up. You said like
giving me,
Mrinha.
three-
You said
he's
the
giving me,
in
like,
before.
He's giving me like 3 separate
No,
things over the course of this session.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to
I am
pronounce it. Okay,
I'm highly regretting conning.
I shoot the soldier that's not in cover. Which one is that?
This guy.
Okay, I shoot that guy.
Lee has big high school principal not used to this many foreign names energy.
All right,
Reroll that for obvious reasons.
Painful.
Ow, yeah.
Painful.
Attack.
And I said that in the nicest possible way.
There's no way to say that
all
nicely.
right, and all right. Are you
He's
pumping
trying.
that, pumping that all as damage?
Damaged, yeah.
All right. That's not enough to save him. Roll me a d66.
Cool.
Triple out.
D66.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's one of the deadlier ones.
Yeah,
I
no.
bet.
With a 62, ruptured aorta. He's gonna die in 1 round.
Oof.
Yeah.
We are
Oh no, I
You're
value
straight-
the life and it's sad.
on our empathy checks.
Yeah. All right. You know,
Empathy? Never heard of her.
you splatter the wall a bit. Maybe pump a bullet hole in it. As yeah, okay. That was your turn, I'm assuming, Radislav.
Yeah. Probably aim next time. But
I'm going to come up and try to put a surgical tool into a vital part of this soldier.
All right, you're gonna
Since I can just,
you're like gonna uncrouch, poke in the eye.
well, it's more like come over and stab with murderous
yeah.
intent.
I left a maintenance jack by there if you want to use that as a weapon.
I do just as much. Actually, I think I do more damage with my surgical tools.
Bump it.
I mean, I guess anything this damage if you stab it into someone's eye.
Now
However,
that's what I
I'm-
call combat medicine, or not.
Fortunately,
Hmm.
you know, I'm not used to fighting around over refrigerators, and it just messes.
It threw off the game, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So subject CX31 is going to like charge over here at Kraystor, and Kraystor's cover.
No, why does it do this to me?
Kraystor's cover is going to defend him. This is going to be a -2 attack on the subject, but they are going to roll their D4 +2, and they are going to roll a 6. And yeah. Oh, you might get a chance to roll that medical. They go for the neck.
Sweet.
Oh.
Oh, and they miss. There's a big
Wow.
shock.
Yes.
You get the feeling like that would have, I don't know, ruptured an aorta or something that hit you. It
Wait,
is-
is this
yeah,
critical
like, I
61?
thought-
I think it
Are
actually
critical
would've ruptured the
62
jugular.
and 61 the same thing?
61 is ruptured jugular, excuse me. Would have been a ruptured jugular. Soldiers.
You're like, you know, I saw what happened to that other fellow when he took a shot to the neck, and that didn't look fun. So,
This dude is going to pop down, and seeing a Thren, for some reason, is like, coming in hot on a poozy, and then raises his gun to shoot
Oh
her.
my god!
What the fuck? Are these human separatists? Of course they're fucking human separatists!
Now,
Wait,
Oh,
why are they attacking
now
me?
Madeline,
We're
the
totally
the
not
cover,
cool human separatists.
Why are
the
racist?
cover of the sofa gives you 2 armor.
Do you want me to roll it?
Well, yes.
I like the idea that the sofa's made of bulletproof material. It's classic Hollywood logic. I love it.
Okay.
Yay.
I'm assuming you have no other armor.
No.
And they punch through,
Oh shit!
delivering to you a 62, which is
Oh, shit!
a ruptured aorta, and you will be dead in 1 round unless somebody delivers some medical aid. And
shit!
it is Kreestor's turn. Kreestor, you are penned in by this terrible beast that will probably rip your head off if it gets the chance. And you just saw your companion kind of take a hard hit. Her blood is now all over the wall. She's the one who flies you out of here. That could be a problem.
Well, luckily, Kreestor is, he's not a bad pilot himself.
Okay.
Oh my
Sometimes.
god!
I mean, it's not like I fucking can do medical aid, so I can't help
Kreestor,
you.
it's your turn. You are pinned down. Attacks on an engaged enemy are -3. Unless you can, like, shove it away with a fast action, which would be close combat, and then shoot. Or, there is a U-sized hole in the wall behind you if you wanted to give me a mobility to live.
Yes, I like that plan.
Amazing. Ah!
I do a good job.
You scramble the
Oh my
fuck
God, you
into
did
some fucking wall
You did
interiors.
this
You're like
so
behind the sink,
intentionally.
and you're like in all the pipes, and you don't see any place to go, but you're in here.
All right.
It's just
Is that my whole?
turn.
Well, one thing I will ask, just for edification, so I can plan out my next turn. The EVA pistol is described as originally a cutting tool that was modified to be a gun, and then later sold with the modifications. Could I still use it as a cutting tool?
Amazing.
It would be a heavy machinery, but yes.
Well, I got
Oh.
some risky rolls to try.
Alright, so this soldier is very scared of Radislav, and he's going to try and shove Radislav. That's just going to be a straight combat roll for him. Is a shove?
I did not use my fast action, so I can still block with.
Yeah. Do you
close
want
combat.
to? Do you want to like basically he's gonna try and shove you away so he can shoot you? You could close combat him back to like entangle him.
Yeah, I don't really want him to shoot me, so.
Mm-hmm.
Can you not, like, shove him to the other soldier? Because I feel like that one could still shoot you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're entangled.
You have
Oh, maybe it would be
you
harder.
have you have 1 counterattack success. You could take away from one of his. All that wouldn't do much. Or you could like just try and like get a hit in for 1 damage.
Yeah. Stab
Right.
him a bit with the surgical tool, see if.
Give him a lethal poke. He managed to take it. You are knocked back like 1 square. He is going to use his other fast action to try and shoot you.
Okay.
Hey, wait, is shooting a fast action? I thought
No,
it was a
it's
slow
not.
action.
Sorry, it's a slow action. It's a slow action. He uses
His
fast.
other
It's
blank
fast action
action.
shove, slow action shoot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Radislav armor or
Yeah, I have armor.
all right. Yeah, you're wearing like the.
Doesn't do any good.
Okay. So
That hurts.
he's pumping it all into damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like a sparking as some white blood escapes Radislav.
That is a total. What? That's 5 damage total.
I think it's 4. I could check.
Or 4. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
So
Pat take a stress from biting out the Radislav as a synth?
I don't know that I would.
yeah. Also, I don't think Viz can see that
But
because
maybe.
Viz is up there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that's
This do be up there.
yeah. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. And you have
That hurts.
You have 6 HP, right?
Yeah, so.
All right. You have 6 HP, right?
Yeah, so.
All right.
Is anybody around here conscious enough to take that stress damage?
Not anyone who can see it.
This soldier is gonna hang back because he's a bit of a coward. Viz, it is your turn.
So this guy just hasn't seen me, but
Yeah.
I
I think they'd wonder about where the fire was coming from. But, human separatists aren't too smart.
because I'm crouching in the vents like a weirdo. No, they are not. I've never once in my life typecast them as intelligent folks.
Yeah, you wanna like.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll that power. I'm also going to. Ooh, hey, look at that! I'm down to 3 on my power, and I'm also going to roll a panic. But this guy's kind of standing over the Here, he's kind of standing over the hole, is he not?
Yeah, do you want to
raise every stress level? Those
and
who
push
can
him?
perceive it.
Well, no one's in the room with you, so it's
Damage
just your
and
own short. So you go up to 5 damage
Yes.
and push. All right, so he's got 3 damage incoming, and his armor is halved. So he takes all 3 of the damage, and he's like, ah! As he just like falls down the steps, and yeah, he like crashes to the ground, and it is a soldier's turn.
Yeah.
That soldier is, I think he just dies this turn because he's taken a horrible injury. Myrna, I believe you have 1 more round of not being dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're down.
And
you can crawl.
can crawl.
You can crawl and speak halteringly. Do you want to do that?
I mean, I guess I could crawl to Radislav.
Yeah.
Except then I would be like, then that other soldier could just shoot me, so I could incur another critical
Right.
injury. I
Yeah.
feel like
You're
if
in trouble.
Radislav is going to help me, he can move, and if he's not, then like I'm gonna die anyway. So there's no real reason for me to do something.
All right, Radislav. It is your turn. The pilot is indeed about
All
to
right.
be quite dead.
I will jump the couch here, or go around it, whatever. I don't care. And then I will get to make my first medical roll with this character. I have surgical tools for a +1, and I have field surgery, gives me a +2 when treating someone who's about to die from a critical injury.
Amazing. Yeah, so you've got pretty
So-
good fucking
Wow.
odds of saving her life.
Not say that until we see what the die roll is.
Yeah, you can't panic. 'Cause he's oh,
and
okay.
she's up
That's
at
a
3 as you just do some real good field.
wait. I
surgery.
thought that there's one roll for stopping critical injury, then another roll for actual HP.
Oh.
Actually, I'll check that out real quick.
No, but either way, he manages to save your life for the moment.
Yeah, we'll just see how much I'm going to save. Let's see, saving a life, the most critical use. Wow, it doesn't actually tell me under the skill. Person whose health is dropped to 0 is broken if you apply your medical.
Has some issues.
Yeah, they get back on their feet and apparently number of health points equal to the number of successes rolled. I will check to see if it says something
However,
different.
I believe the aorta rupture gives you a -2 stamina for the next 3d6 days.
Indeed,
Okay.
which is going to be great for. Now, we've all seen Pulp Fiction, I'm assuming. You might have noticed last session
No.
we had the reference with the pen, but now we have a very different reference as Melvin comes out the door with a goddamn hand cannon
Wow.
and just fucking
Holy shit.
pops.
So anyway, it started blast.
Pops his fucking shot. And
Where was that earlier?
the soldiers.
He had to come
Shower,
down first.
apparently.
So the soldier is surprised. His arm mostly takes it. He hangs on barely, and Melvin, however, panicking, empties the other 5 chambers, and is now just like absolutely shot up the fucking wall. You think a pipe has been struck because there's like water leaking into the room.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, it is the turn of the
Amazing.
very hungry animal. And the hungry animal is going to come back here. And Viz, you hear something moving around beneath you. And then you hear a leaping. And then...
Oh, no.
Hold on, wait, no, this is a D4 plus 2. And then it delivers a devastating bite. Now, you...
Amazing.
I think you could try and dodge, although you're in cramped conditions.
You
Come
can
on,
block.
Wath. Can't you just eat
with
one of
close
the
combat.
soldiers? So much dead meat.
Wait, it's attacking me?
Yeah, it came back up and
Oh.
leaped up.
Wow. I entirely misunderstood that situation. Okay. So, but what can I do? What happened?
If you didn't use your fast
Combat,
action
right?
lesson, you can use close combat to block. Yeah.
I did not use my fast
Yeah, you didn't.
action
Bear in mind,
last
you will
time.
take 1
Yeah.
damage the moment you do due to your crotch hit.
Yes, I know. Oh, hey.
Crotch it, just-
Would you look at that? I
Wow!
also push it down
Ooh,
the
you-
hole.
Would you also like to translate some of that
And
counterattack to
you can
damage?
hit it with the cutting torch.
Sure.
But you
Yeah.
can't spend it to
Yeah,
increase
like
damage.
what?
You can just...
Yeah.
Well, it's like you can't spend any of
Oh,
them
wait,
to increase
yeah.
the damage of your hit. You can just spend it to actually just do the base damage with it.
I also have knives.
I know these rules.
So 2 damage. And also it drops.
Woo.
Presumably onto the marine beneath it.
Yeah, it drops through the hole
Hell yeah.
and smacks into the bottom.
Holy shit.
You are, of course, now at 1 HP as your
Ouch.
groin pains you.
Yeah.
Vistor, you're
Yeah.
you're hiding. You know that the thing that was trying to kill you has gone away, but you don't know about the rest of the goings of the combat. How would you act at this time? You gonna start trying to just cut through shit with your laser gun? In what way are you cutting?
Well, I mean, I heard the big bitey bad boy gotta go away, so I'll probably do a little bit of a cheeky, sneaky peeky out the hole.
Yeah, poke your head. You poke your head
I
out
poke
the
my
hole.
head. I see the situation, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's doing pretty good.
You have one remaining.
This is better than I remember.
One remaining enemy.
Yeah, there was one enemy remaining, and that's how many guns I have. So let's 1 minus 1 equals.
Let's see.
Equals 0.
1 panic
And
roll.
you can.
Oh.
The laser goes wide as you just twitch, but you keep it together. But you still miss. It is a soldier's turn. Having received laser fire from his left, and knowing that Melvin now has 0 in the chamber, he is going to turn and try and pump a shot through you. Don't worry, you're going to get 2 armor from the corkboard in front of you.
Lovely.
If only they didn't shop at IKEA for their tables, you could have real armor.
Roll that armor, Max.
The all-important armor roll. Oof. Wait.
Oh.
Oof.
So neither of those is a 6. So yeah, that puts 2 damage on you. You are alive but wounded. There's Rast blood on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. And there is a big fucking hole in that table.
Yeah.
It is yeah. So that was their their slow action. They look around at the fact that their team is devastated, and they decide to use a fast action to get the fuck up the ladder. They kind of see Viz, but like neither Viz nor they are in a position to do anything about that fact. And you hear the soldiers saying, "You get the fuck out of here! They're crazy." And they're like, "What about the new squad?" They're like, "Fuck the shrimp."
I complimented people who brought like a tortured lion that had been bioengineered.
Yeah. The fuck?
Yeah, the other guy's like, "Sounds good to me." Up, 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 up. Viz, it is your turn.
That guy's still coming up the ladder, right? Or did he die?
He's made it. He has made it up to the.
Oh wait, that was
above.
his turn? No, sorry. So I mean, the guy who fell down there and then got hit by the lion.
He is not dead yet. He's just at the very bottom. You can lean over and see. He goes on initiative 8.
I'm gonna hold my action.
To do what you've been doing. Bear
Kill
in mind
him when he comes up.
Bear in mind, if this is
I think you
triggered,
should-
regardless of the outcome, you will become broken.
I feel like you should come over here and get medical aid.
Okay. No. All right. I'm gonna go over here instead. I'm gonna drop down. Does that require mobility? Or can I do that?
Do you wanna? You can just fast action move.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And I get over here. Can I look through the soldier's stuff?
Yeah, you can.
Is there a grenade?
You see that this soldier has a flashbang on them.
Do I have enough mobility to drop it down that hole?
Yes. All right.
That's what I
So
did.
you drop the flashbang down the hole. There's a whiz-banging sound, and
Sound of someone plummeting from the ladder.
yeah, perhaps somebody is not doesn't have a slow action on their next turn. It is a soldier's turn. That soldier is fucking dead. It is Marinha's turn.
Okay, so I know one guy went up the ladder. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I would go after him because I would like their ship not to leave. I would like to have their ship, and I can move again. So
You can probably also snag the dead soldiers there better gun as you go up.
do they have a better gun?
Yeah, they have those
Yeah,
long
yeah,
rifles. that
Yeah.
were
They
kicking
have
our
they have a
asses.
long rifle. You want to
Yeah.
loot that boy? All right.
Yeah.
Bonus 2, damage 2, range, extreme, properties,
Ooh.
armor piercing.
I love it.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So can
they
I shoot
have
the soldier?
X2 reloads on their body. Yeah. Do you want to? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you just want to stand like on the hole above him, aim straight down, fucking like blow his brains out.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
a
good.
modifier +3 for such advantage with him on the ground and stunned.
Cool. Wait. Yeah, that sounds right.
All
Wow,
right.
that was sad.
But he rolls at half his armor.
Ugh,
You begin to
my least
tremble,
favorite one too.
and you do just enough damage to fucking splat him. His
Worth
blood,
it.
Oh my
his
God.
blood pours down through his body and taints the water below, sanguine.
Oh my god, I
Ew.
killed 2 people. This has never happened before. I'm freaking out. Hmm.
Yeah, that would be an okay time to take a stress.
All right, so
Wait, is that one of the panic rolls where you have to take a stress?
no, you're trembling, so your your agility is not going to be so good until you can come down. Radislav, the situation is what it is. Melvin looks shocked as anybody that he just did what he did. The situation is, you also see that Viz
Hi,
is
I'm in
bleeding horribly from
agony.
her crotch.
Yeah, I will go deal with Viz's genital trauma.
Is it that time of month?
As a person, I tend to get genital problems. So let's fix it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is a critical hit, but I don't think my field surgeon works on that one. That's only from someone who's about to die. Well, I don't know.
Yes, I'm not
Does this
about
count
to
for field
die.
surgeon?
Let me check her critical hit table. The crotch hit is not fatal, so she's not going to die from this.
Okay, so there'll be a no on that one. Okay.
Don't be too
What if I just
crotchety about it.
exert myself real hard, real quick?
Seriously?
Amazing.
Regrettably, it seems that
Oh no.
it's going to require. You could attempt again, but it's going to require Viz to be down some pants. At the moment, it's the most you can do
Oh my God.
to sort of dab the blood and be like, well, you'll need that laundered.
It's like when we get another moment, I'll try.
Alright, so Radislav, I think you can, because you can just move around freely within the same zone. You do have a fast action, maybe.
Let me check the list of fast actions. I'm not sure if I have anything to do on the action right now. Where are the actions? There you are.
That dude is dead.
Let's see, fast action. I guess I'll just. No, can't do that with the fast action. No, I guess basically I'll be Overwatch in case something happens, but
Alright.
mostly I'm apparently staring at Viz's crotch. So.
ChangedStars, what are you doing?
I'm also like, ow. I'll crawl out of the hole and I'll be like, I didn't die.
All right.
Yay me! I'm gonna go poke my head upstairs.
Did you just kind of hear a collective?
Okay. So you fast action move upstairs, and you see a soldier at 1 health. He turns to look at you. You turn to look at him. You have a slow action remaining. What do you do?
I do the shoot.
Stone.
I really hope this works, because if I fuck this up, I'm probably gonna die.
It is literally his turn next. That is a single hit. You have 1 damage weapon. It's armor piercing, right?
I might actually push that just to try to get some more hits in.
Yeah, I think now would be the time.
Actually, well, I didn't. He rolled too quickly, and it worked out, so he's dead.
Yeah. Well, he's suffered a knocked out teeth. You lasered him in the teeth. He doesn't look like he'll ever recover.
Oh, that's
Wait,
the worst
what?
one.
Like the teeth just like explode under the heat, melt. all over his
Also,
mouth.
yeah, seems weird for lasers.
Oh,
Yeah.
But weird.
One of the soldiers like go go go, and the other one's like,
That's like,
no, we have to wait for the rest of the squad. Try and raise them. And he's like, they're not coming, and he tries to convince the other guy to take off.
So, does Max see, are there only 2 guys left now? The pilot and another soldier?
Well, the camera on this level has been shot out, so he doesn't.
Typical human stubbornist strategy. Knock out the cameras.
It is Viz's turn. It sounds like he's like going to pull away in a bit, but he's hanging out for like another turn. But yeah, so Viz, it's your turn. Basically, the question is, are you guys going to rush up there and try and overtake the shuttle, or are we going to call the combat to a close?
I think we should try to overtake the shuttle. I mean, like, we're not in great shape, but they're probably almost dead, and give us much better options.
Bear in mind, it is 2 fast actions to reach the platform. The only person who could physically get inside or get out there and shoot right now is ChangedStars.
oh no, not ChangedStars.
But you guys could, I would let you guys attempt a mobility to like do a running jump into the back of it. But yeah, Viz, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
We probably can't do this, actually.
This is like a Fast and Furious movie.
It seems very implausible.
So, do I have the ability while I'm here
You're cutting out really bad.
to just like
Yeah,
grab
we can't hear you.
another grenade and throw it down again?
Why would you throw it down? There's no down thing, people.
Yeah, but I thought there was another soldier there.
No, I killed him.
He got shot.
Oh, he's dead. Okay, so I guess I just chill and wait for for Radislav to do his thing.
All right.
Nothing I really can do.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe if you post yourself up on the couch and like take like the stirrup stance, Radislav can get a second attempt.
Guess.
All right.
Oh yeah, whatever. I'll make it easier here.
Marinha, it is your turn. You want to pop upstairs?
Okay, I want to go up. Yeah, because I don't know what the situation is in character, so I want to go look at it.
All right. So one fast
Evaluate our
action to get
options.
here, and you can pop out to the balcony for another fast action if you want.
Really? It's one fast action to get up half a story?
No, it's you
I
moved
don't- I
one
don't-
zone. But you can
Hate
just
zone.
you can be like in this room, anywhere in this room for the fast action it took you to get up here. So you can like gaze out like so.
Okay. Okay, so, well, now can I see into their transport ship and see how many of them there are?
Yeah, you see a pilot and a dude who's trying to urge him to take off.
Can I shoot the pilot from here with my new fancy rifle with extremely long range?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
On the
I'm gonna
exciting
do
new
that.
game show, Pop That Shot. Wow.
Okay.
Are you putting that on damage,
Amazing.
or are you trying to do some other stuff? as well?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I guess because I could not. No, it just killed him.
She's a pilot. She has a good chance of hitting.
Yeah. They are like almost dead, and their blood is all over the controls.
Cool.
That was Marina's turn. Radislav, it is your turn. Your patient is on the couch. If you'd like to give her another go.
Always, you know.
Wow, you're a murderer.
What? I mean, yeah.
Fair.
There we go.
Nice.
This time without the
By
pants,
all
the way it's
means,
much easier.
fire away.
Yeah. Okay. So, Wes, Viz, I might be playing a little fast and loose how this actually works, but you lose your the crotchet and you go up 3. And that is I guess that Radislav, that's a slow action for you. You could pop upstairs if you want.
Yep.
All right.
I will, since I see that she's no longer going to bleed out through the crotch.
All right. Christor, it is presently your turn. So what do you do, Max?
Come on, man. Shoot the pilot.
You're the
He's
only-
so close to death.
You're the only person with the action economy to potentially take control. Bear in mind, they are in a very precarious position, so if that dude dies, you're not sure that the shuttle is going to last much longer if no one's there to grab the controls.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it lasts for like a turn, then I can grab the controls. And, I mean, ultimately, the shuttle being gone would be better than them having the shuttle, in my opinion.
All right, here's how I'm gonna play this. Right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going right here. That doesn't take any actions at all.
Correct?
I believe that gives me a bead onto the pilot.
You want to use your slow action to fire on the pilot.
Yes.
Pop your shot.
Do you want to use the fast one to aim?
No.
Can't he move? Well, no, you're right, he didn't, but he could aim. Yeah, right.
I have plans for the fuck.
You laser a
no.
random part of the shuttle and then
Stress
Yeah.
everyone out.
Well,
Everyone
I'm gonna
taking
conclude
stress.
my plan with getting out of the line of fire because
it's a soldier's turn. The soldier looks back at Marinha and shoots at her.
Wait, so he can move, but I can't. I mean, I guess.
Oh, you're sorry. You can. Yeah. You can. You could have ended.
I
your
guess I
turn.
don't get why Max gets to move out of shooting range if I don't. I assume that you just couldn't do that. Like you shoot, how can you?
well, I still had
Isn't
an
it-
action left.
That's true, but that doesn't. If it doesn't cost you an action in the first place to move around here, then why would it cost you an action to move?
I don't
around
know.
to-
That was just my
I
justification.
don't
That makes sense.
understand.
Yeah.
I think we've been kind of
it
lackadaisical
basically-
on implementing the shift system. Or the one system. Anyway.
All right. So the soldier doesn't shoot you. They are instead going to hit a button, and the ramp is closing. Viz, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna get up on the same
All right, that's one fast
space
action.
everybody else is. Okay. And I can get anywhere within here?
Yep.
Or no?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't have any combat equipment, so can I make a mobility?
Yeah. So you want to make 2 fast actions to get out here, and then you make a mobility roll to try and like dive over the rising ramp and be in here with them.
Yeah. Why not?
Damn. If she accomplishes, I got that
Crazy
groin
motherfucker.
like closed.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll panic.
Freaking the
Like, oh
fuck
god,
out,
what if
but,
I ruined my
yeah.
groin forever? What if this pops my stitches?
You
I
managed
mean,
to-
also, what if they kill me? Mostly the groin thing.
And the soldier's like, "Fuck, shit,
I
fuck,"
mean, you bet your ass I'm gonna die this
and
turn.
decides that they're going
But,
to take off.
hey. That'll be fun.
See, this is where you guys realize that I just gave her painkillers and that she's still bleeding out. It's just, it was just like Novocaine. It's like whatever.
Marinha,
Whatever, make that.
The ramp is halfway closed, and they are moving away from the platform. There is quite a leap. You could try mobility -2 to make this leap.
I mean, I can't though because I remembered. I forgot last turn, but then I remembered that I am apparently still panicking. I guess I don't know when it wears off because like -2, like I can't make that.
Well, you get all your stress and you can't be reduced below 1 base dice, so that would be 5d6 if you want to go for that.
Yeah, but that's still stupid as fuck. Like I don't want to fall into the water and die. That's like it's just a really dumb death.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like poisonous about the water, and it's to jump 2 stories, so like you'll live. It's like a diving board, and a particularly tall diving board. You don't have to. You don't have to
know
do
why
it.
you're trying to talk me into this.
Okay, then what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I guess I could. Well, like, why can't I still shoot? I mean, I guess it's like, well, if it's half closed, like,
the ramp is half
I guess
closed.
I could, but then I'm leaving Pat in a comfortable situation. But then, like, if I go in there, then they're just shooting me. Well, I don't know. I mean, if I make the insane mobility roll, can I like knock into this soldier sufficient that he's like?
If you have an extra success.
Okay, so just because I need 1 success to make it period, and another success to knock this guy over, especially that he can't shoot next turn.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Renard
This
comes
is
out here,
intense.
runs.
I just look at Creasor and go,
Oh,
I bet
Jesus
against you, but
fucking
you can be
Christ.
All right, roll me that panic. You keep it together as you splash into the salt water below.
Boo.
It is Radislav's turn.
Well,
I feel like I should go up a stress for seeing that.
I have no chance of getting onto that.
Yeah. There's a
For
dead
logic.
soldier. There's a dead soldier with a long rifle on him right here, though. If that.
Really should have
I'm
just
not
shot.
good with it, but I'm gonna take the chance. Grab the rifle and
Yeah.
it gets +2 bonus on the attack on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay, that might help.
for reference, are you shooting the
Because I
person
have
who
no
looks like
range
they're?
cover.
Are you shooting the person who looks like they're about to like whip out a machete and cut Viz, or the person who's trying to
Yeah,
fire the
that
shot?
would.
Alright.
The one that's going to attack.
Alright.
Let me put this in.
They
real
will get
quick.
extra armor for their cover, but you are going to be armor piercing.
Okay.
So they'll roll less dice than they normally would, I think, is how it comes out. Yeah, it's +4.
Alright, so let's
Oh.
The bullet.
it was a long shot.
Yeah, but you know, you roll me a 2d6 anyway, because that's a really high-powered weapon you're firing into an exposed transport shuttle.
Oh boy.
A 6.
Well,
You hear Viz inside. You hear weapons offline. Weapons offline.
Oh, nice.
all right.
boy.
Well, I heard there's some sort of flying action movie hero jump mobility thing someone could do.
All right. And for the distance, it's a -2.
I'm going for it.
All right, you run up. You auto run up off the railing. You give the leap to the raising thing. You slap into it. You scuttle over. You're
Holy
on the
shit.
ship. You're on the ship. Roll that panic.
He's freaking
I
out,
know.
but
You keep it together.
You gave her cool.
This soldier.
Okay, but can I use
with
my
the extra-
can I use my stunt to like tackle the guy or land on him and like throw him off his kilter?
You can't.
Facehugger him! Facehugger him!
He tries to knock you off, but you have 1 extra stunt over him. So you're like, you got him like
Yeah.
knocked over and you're on him. On his turn, he is going to try and shove you.
Cling in the way the otters do.
Do you want to give me a mobility to counter that?
Yes, I do.
Literally just grabbing at his. Oh my
I'm
god!
making, like,
Amazing.
crazy.
Whoa! Just like clawing the hell out of his
Keeping it
face in
together.
panic.
Keep it together. Keep it
I'm like,
together.
this is
Viz,
fantastic.
Viz, you witnessed this
Amazing.
otter just going buck wild on this dude. The guy in the console was like, "Get him out of here." Viz, what do you do?
Time to kill that guy.
With pleasure, my character says, standing
on
above
top
his
of
head.
him.
Oh, with pleasure.
Are you just gonna like blowtorch him in the face?
Oh yeah.
All right,
Nice.
so which one are you targeting?
How much stress do you have?
Oh,
Now, Viz, which one are you targeting?
I'm targeting the pilot.
All right, you go in on the pilot.
Oh my
That's like
god,
the-
what is
Get
a
out.
13?
I think you might
I've
be.
never
oh,
seen it
do you
before.
do you drop catatonic? Hold on, let's check.
No!
This is gonna be so fucking funny. Oh my god.
I come in here to save you, and you can't even pull yourself up by your own bootstrap.
Wait, Lee.
No, wait. You just dodged it.
Flee.
Flee. You can't just take it anymore. You must flee to a safe place and refuse to leave it. You won't attack anyone. It won't attempt anything dangerous. You're not allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy
The cockpit
engaged.
is safe at the moment,
Your
right?
stress level is-
Oh, every friendly character who sees you run must make an immediate panic roll.
Yeah, Krator, make a panic roll.
Oh, whoops! I accidentally rolled it. Oh, yeah, there we go.
So
I
great.
want a
Oh,
D3 in
really
there.
Yeah, Viz, I'm gonna
I
say,
have remarkable
Do I-
composure.
Viz, by the time your turn is over, like the ramp
Wait,
is
do I kill
closed.
that guy?
Because
Because if I do, the cockpit should be safe.
you,
Well, the
yeah,
guy I'm on
actually-
top of is still alive.
you kill this dude.
He's not in the cockpit though.
Yeah,
what I figure is
you,
there's, like,
you
two
get in the
compartments.
cockpit and like close the door.
That's kind of what I thought would happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So the pilot, the person who can like fly, locked in the other room. You safe, but the controls are blinking. That soldier's dead. Mrinha, you like spit some salt water, and you see something in the distance. It's the Newsquire ship, turning fucking tail and running. You see something electrical and golden in the air burst at it as you witness, like, just like the water, like a burst of air just ripples the waves as you see coming in tight and hot a Thren pursuer firing its
Oh,
MEV
thank God.
particle beam.
Thank D
Oh, what?
God.
Woo! Yes, the authorities.
Hooray.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I think at this point, I think we go just to like. So Radislav, Mrinha, you have turns, but I think the only question is, how does Krator deal with this dude?
I mean, that's an excellent question because I can't close combat for shit, but it's it's a -3 to try to like shoot him at this range, right?
I engage.
you can still take the fast aim action and mitigate some of that as you just kind of like jam it against his chin.
Yeah, it could be a -1 on the shot. That might be your best
Honestly,
option.
that's a pretty good deal, so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Hold
Amazing.
still while I aim and shoot.
Awesome.
It's how I
Yeah.
took care of the Separatists in our first ChangedStars game.
And since I think they only have 1 health left, I think I'll use the second success to show off.
But they have armor. I want to see that first.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll wait. Yeah, I mean it's armor piercing, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Ooh.
Like the armor melts, but he's still alive.
Ouch.
Out front, Viz, you were forced to flee, and now I believe.
Yeah, how long do I have to flee for?
I think. Let me
Until
just
calm
check
down?
that. Panic
It
table.
probably is until I unpanic.
Yeah. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but everything.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Stopping panic. So if it's not one that stops immediate or lasts 1 round, it remains in effect until a character makes a command roll, you are broken, or 1 turn passes.
Yeah, 1 passed. Right?
Yeah, well, you.
I
Or
think
no.
this might be the
One
turn,
of the turns
though.
passes.
Like you just got it last turn. Which means, hey,
hmm.
I'm done with
Okay.
being
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, you are being
Yeah.
in trouble. Max, the soldier in there with you, tries to shove you off of him again.
There is no ability to contest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roll me that
no!
Oh,
You keep it together
I'm keeping it
as
together.
the
though.
machete
Yeah, you-
hacks
Oh my
down on you. You don't have any armor, do you?
Ah!
Roll me a d66.
No.
You.
okay, it's not deadly.
Broken
yeah.
toes.
Broken toes, you know.
his machete breaks your toes because that's what machetes do.
Viz, it's your
I mean,
turn.
maybe he hits me in the toes, but it comes at an angle, so it's the flatter than the machete.
Viz, it's your turn.
I open the door.
Okay, you open the door, rocking the 4/4, by which you mean cutting torch.
Yeah, I fire.
Give me that attack. Awesome, you hit.
I roll power. I grab him. And how close are we to the water? Do I have time to grab him, or am I going to have to make an untrained pilot?
The water is coming up. You're gonna have to make an untrained roll. Put down the soldier. So give us that piloting, Viz.
This is gonna be fun.
Wait, could they hold me up like a baby in the lap?
I might, because we've seemingly just survived this, but I don't know how to do anything else.
Roll a panic.
Yeah. Oh, I hope I don't go catatonic again.
You didn't. That's 15 plus. Okay, 12.
Scream.
They flee.
No, it's scream.
Again.
Yeah, you scream. Your lungs lose your next low action. You decrease your stress level by 1, but all nearby friendlies must make an immediate panic roll. Max panic.
God damn it. Why do I spend any time around you?
Hey, she just saved your life.
Yeah, to be fair, she saved my life from a situation which I'm in because of her.
I didn't have to jump after. I was surprised. It was very altruistic for you.
So, the situation is all clear, and after a moment, you hear the thing outside open up as Larissa pops out in her loader and screams at some people. They put their hands up and they're like, yeah, no, we've actually been looking to get out of this gig for a while, so like if the cops are coming, that's fine by us. And 2 soldiers arrested.
Oh my god.
While all that was like happening with the ship landing, I went, over to the thing and just like unlocked the doors so the pilot
okay,
could
so
get back into
the electrified grills are no longer up. Yeah.
So the pilot could actually get back into the building.
Thanks.
I'm currently
gonna swim back to shore.
Yeah. So you managed to also, while you're up there, Aslab, receive a communication saying, medical shuttle 01, what is your status? Medical shuttle 01, bound for Praxis medical facility, what is your status? And those on board.
I don't know about this medical shuttle 01, but we're medical shuttle 01, and we're fucked.
Would you like hit the common respond, Radislav?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
They're basically it's someone saying medical status.
They want to know our status.
Medical shuttle 01, what is your status? This is law enforcement. Threatened pursuers are in the area. We are pursuing a newsquay vessel we believe is guilty of a variety of charges.
I can confirm a number of those charges. Our ship is not space-worthy. It did take damage. We need to repair our communications on there if you have ship repairs. If not, we do have patients that need to be seen to fairly quickly.
Affirmative. We are sending a vessel to pick you up.
I mean, now we have the parts. We technically could fix the ship.
Yeah. But yeah. So you guys.
I kind of want to take a break.
You guys. After much battle hardenedness, and presumably you heal the Rast, but he'll live even if you don't. You guys make it back to your shuttle, and yeah, you manage to call for a lift, and a big planetary trawler vessel shows up and basically picks you guys up and lifts you over to the medical facility. When you get to the far side, there's many Thran hounds of the state there with their little choker necklaces, and they thank you all. There's a banner that says mission accomplished, and they're like, wow, this is excellent. The banner, we were really going to look like fools if we printed that out and you didn't get them here. This person is about to blow a smuggling ring wide open. By the way, did you encounter any invasive non-native species while you were out there? Because we have had strange reports about transit in the area.
So, do you mean plant species?
Yes. Yes.
Do you mean the news guy?
You mean the weed that's everywhere?
They're like, you mean, oh, well, I mean, yeah. I'm not sure I'd call that the invasive species, but yeah.
What do they mean? I don't get this part.
Asking about the drugs.
Well, so they find out about the drugs, and they're like, I see. We were worried that the news guy had introduced even more deadly plants. It's good to know that there was just that on the plant surface, and that was all his doing?
Okay, we're not botanists, so you should definitely get it checked out by a professional, because the fact that we didn't see another deadly plant doesn't mean there wasn't one there. We didn't do much walking.
And of course, all of the cryopods are transferred, all of the patients make it across. And
also, thanks so much for telling us that we had someone in witness protection on our totally unguarded medical shuttle.
Well, I mean, part of the whole point is that no one knows, so no one can know. The real question is how they knew that Archibald Smith was aboard your vessel. That implies to me we should have told less people.
Yeah. Maybe you should
Yeah, you probably should have.
Or, I don't know, provide actual protection.
They're like, well, we did have pursuers in the area, and when you didn't arrive on schedule, we put them along your flight path.
Okay, literally all of us almost died. Like, if I were human, I would sue.
They're like,
this was not handled well.
They're like, don't worry. I'm sure we can arrange to get you all medals?
Who the fuck are you?
Medals? Like, no, how about, therapy and medical expenses? Like, I killed 2 people.
They're like,
Do you understand?
I killed 2 people,
I'm pretty sure the Thren have universal health and, therapist
I know.
Yeah, they
probably
get
do.
you taken care of. You're in the medical
we just
facility.
still get paid leave.
Yeah, you guys all
seriously.
get paid leave for, many
actually,
months
no.
to a year.
Graystor calls up some people he knows at the Rast film industry and is like, hey, I got a film for you.
Roll me manipulation. And first, Tom, what's the title? What's the title?
The title is God.
That's
Too Fast, Too Furry is.
Yes, it's that. It's exactly that.
I can't believe I did that.
Probably the manipulation roll.
Do you want a manipulation?
-3.
Yeah, manipulation. Manipulation +1.
-3.
Well, I'll give you the +1. Nope.
All right.
No, you rolled a
good.
single. You rolled a single d6. Oh no, you didn't. Never mind.
Yeah. No, I rolled that after I rolled the manipulation.
Yeah, so you do manage to sell the rights eventually, but it's to someone who has it on daytime TV, and it's very laughable special effects, based on the story, and it's not accurate at all.
Now, the real question, where did they put in the romance? Because there wasn't one, but all made-for-TV movies need one.
Clearly, the romance would have to be between me and Pat's character, because why else would I jump on the shuttle to go save her?
Oh,
that's beautiful.
okay.
See, I just want to do a manipulate roll to get set up as a producer on the show, so I can mod details.
Hit us that manipulation. You reach out to someone who you helped out with physical therapy once was the movie.
Wait.
Yeah, no. They're like, yeah,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
want to be in the production team of this daytime
Lee.
movie? Yes.
Just use it to build into a full film career, and just screw these medical strips.
Lee.
Lab manages to work away at nice medical.
First time Radislav was a medic. Don't like it. Goodbye.
Can I roll a manipulate to be the stunt person of probably one of the side characters?
Hey,
Yeah.
I can
I'll give you
spend
+1.
I can spend a stunt to get you in on that.
At this point, we're just fleshing out an entire another film.
I mean, actually, yeah, I think it'd be a pretty fun one-shot. Not this movie specifically, but to do a movie set shenanigans.
Amazing. So yeah, you guys
I'm a
managed to
stunt
get
person.
jobs on the set, except for probably. Marinha, do you want to appear in this TV movie?
No, this
All
is
right.
not
You're
great.
back.
Well, I don't know. I guess I have a rich racing family, so we'd probably try to make our own version and have it be better.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
The movie comes after
Look at
much
that.
work around with your parents. it comes out later, and there's a heated debate, and the people who sit around in cafes with like berets are like, the real Too Fast, Too Furious really came out a few years earlier as a daytime TV show. That mass market racing family stuff. Not really what happened. It was all to cover up for the Vroom family. Yeah. Oh my God! You named your racing family character Vroom. Okay, I see you, Madeline.
I can't believe you just got that.
I'm really thick. With that said, does anybody need to go early?
No.
Can we have Skovic Racing attached to it? That is a company that exists.
Right. Yeah. In that case, I'll go as I see them. Max, hit me with your favorite you want to see more of.
Favorite. Honestly, I really enjoyed like the climax of this with all the combat and such. I thought this was another pretty well done combat. Almost got our asses handed to us, but didn't die. The jump onto the shuttle was an amazing moment. Big fan. I actually got to show off my mobility for a bit, which was also very fun. And the least favorite was, I feel like there was a little bit at the beginning where I was kind of like, what do?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's just because the what do was like, let's do Comtech and heavy machinery to try to get a signal out, but I was kind of just like...
I was originally planning on the shuttle getting shot down and a lot more survival stuff, however, I didn't want to just like God mod that as that is what happens. So when you guys kept doing well, I was like, yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, because like you're allowed to do that. Like you didn't give us a chance to avoid being hit or to see that coming. So like,
yeah, I could
do what you have to do.
I could have said, you have no choice. You're crashed. But yeah,
well, you just say we're crashed, and then we just have our rolls mitigate like how much damage we or the passengers take.
Yeah, I could have. And in retrospect, it probably would have been a better idea. Yeah, I digress. Max, what do you want to see more?
I'm gonna be honest. I definitely want to see more of Creator / Craystor, Cognomen / Lalask.
Things I can control.
I know, but that's for my own self. Things you can control. I mean, I kind of love these one-shots where things can just be fun in city, and I like it when there's one-shots that take themselves very unseriously, and I felt like that's kind of what this was to a degree. So I love more of that. And I would love to see the movie set episode.
Oh my God, that'd be funny as hell.
I think that would be funny.
Threnny
It shouldn't probably be the Fast and Furious movie, but I do think it should be the maybe have some callbacks and references to it.
Yeah, because I mean, a movie set would be a good like civilian place where everything goes to shit scenario.
Yeah, actually, though.
One of the producers decided to save money on these special effects and get an actual horrifying monster.
Oh no, that's beautiful. Such a
You
good
just
idea.
have to roll it every time we try to go for a gun to see if it's a prop.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, what I liked. I mean, I thought that Melvin and Larissa were fun and like well done, and like the unveiling at the beginning was pretty well constructed. Like I think it was more interesting than like say the Tennessee Gold slow burn. Like it was faster. The information made sense. I guess I'd never analyzed that data packet, so I don't know what was going on there. And I guess that kind of ties into what I didn't like so much, which is that we didn't really find out what was going on here at all. Like, we still don't know, like, I mean, I just felt like it would be, like, with, especially with the weed, I mean, I guess that was mostly a joke, but things didn't really connect all that well. Like, I don't know why the news spy was, like, were the soldiers his mercenaries? Did they have some sort of arrangement? Like, it just seemed so changeable that we were, like, fighting these soldiers, and I was like, but why are we fighting them? Like, why am I going to die here on this godforsaken backwater planet? Like, I just want a little more clarity on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, I mean, I guess it was because, like, kind of an emergency one-shot. I felt like that combat was, like, I mean, I guess it just was surprising to me for this session because we were, like, medical transport people, and I'm like, oh, we're dealing with a super intense combat with soldiers? Like, I really thought we were going to die, and I guess we didn't, but it kind of felt like we should have died, all, like normal expectations. And if we had, I feel like it wouldn't have been very fun, so... I don't know, I mean, I guess if you're going to have, like, a giant, intense combat situation, maybe Oh, I guess because you couldn't warn characters. I don't know. It just felt a little atonal. I thought this was going to be like a lower key thing with drug dealers, and I was surprised that it ended up being like then a crazy news quake, but then mostly human soldiers. So like, pick one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's kind of it didn't really feel consistent. I guess what I'd like to see more of is, I think kind of the like good bits. So like I liked the medical premise. I liked her kind of group having a sort of theme but not having to be that unified. I thought the like world setting was kind of pretty and well done. I liked having like a sort of base, sort of allies, sort of enemies, and trying to figure out what was going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I didn't know exactly what to see more of, but like just maybe kind of like this but slightly more focused.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually get like a payoff at the end, apart from "we lived, hooray!" which, granted, is a lot of the alien payoff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it'd be nice to know, like, in character what happened, especially since we did like meet with people at the end, and I guess I just forgot to ask. But they didn't really volunteer that information either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we never found out what the Alfred guy was even in witness protection for.
Oh, I think we found out that he was about to blow up a smuggling ring.
I thought that we blew up the smuggling. See that? Like, I didn't even get that.
Well, the people at the end actually directly told us what he was valuable for.
So what was he valuable for? Like
breaking up a smuggling ring. That's,
okay.
He was
presumably
that.
the news guy was involved in that.
Yeah.
So then why did the news guy want to hunt us for support? Like, did he not know that he was on there originally, or is he just not smart? Like,
news guy was definitely not smart.
Yeah, no, I think he was definitely being used by the military dudes.
The news guy had a relationship with a certain Colonel Maher who you might have met if you'd gone to the facility, but that wasn't how it panned out. It was. I probably should have just picked one, and I didn't. Yeah.
I mean, sorry, like, it was still really fun to play in the moment. It's just like, in retrospect, I'm looking back, I'm like, wait, I don't understand what happened. But that's okay. Okay, I'm done.
I assumed from when the soldiers showed up that they were the soldiers from the place that had the anti-aircraft gun. Is what I was assuming the whole time.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It just doesn't tell me anything more about them and why they're trying to kill.
Yeah, it was a bit of a web. But Eric, hit me with what you got.
I was gonna say it's like Melvin and Larissa were entertaining. I like the fact that we just stumbled on where these people are growing pot. It's like has nothing really to do with the rest of the plot. It's just like we're just like, that makes sense. All right. Explains a lot. I like the fact that the combat was super like deadly for once. Like we came hair's breadth from being team wiped. Like that was fun. If I'd had my other character, probably would have gone a bit differently because that one was a combat monster, provided I could actually roll any successes. It's like it felt a little unfocused. Not, like we said, it's like a lot of the story wasn't very clearly, shown. Even like in retrospect when you're going back through it. Overall, it was still fun. I saved people's lives. I tried to stab something. It was fun. Anytime I can like try to stab something, I'm generally okay. But but no, the idea of like a movie episode would be hysterical. I am calling smarmy Hollywood sleazebag like right now, like just right the fuck now.
Oh my goodness!
All the drugs, all the guns, all the nice suits.
Definitely. I mean, it sounds like a Rast character to me, but
yes, and I want an excuse to put a Rast in a zoot suit. That's what I want.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they wear the shit out of that.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it for me.
All right, Pat, hit me with your feedback.
Had a fucking blast. This was a very enjoyable session and a great, poke in the hole that was this very annoying week that I've had. Thank you for running this on such short notice. Sorry I put you in such a spot. I just didn't really get anybody who was interested in the scenario that I was running, so I'm like, oh, what do I do? So, thank you very much for taking over. I had a great time. I quite loved the scenario. I liked that it was kind of like we were thrown into we were just like players on the field of a much larger premise that we didn't really fully ever get to see the extent of, but you could tell that there was something else going on. I kind of liked that. I feel as though you put enough thought into it that there was actually more to be seen that we just didn't get to see. And I don't know if that's true or if you really were ad hocing the whole thing, but it did feel like there was more out there than we actually experienced just from all the tidbits that I found. Like, my character might not know any of this, but if I could piece together all the bits of dialogue that I heard as a person, as opposed to in character, I could probably figure out some of what's going on. That said, it might be grasping at straws. You do play things quite impromptu. So I like that it was we were a small part of the bigger plan. I like the premise, the aliens, the kind of the characters that you put out. You put some thought into it. I don't know what was going on with that lion, but very interesting to see. Like a heavily modified lion. That was very interesting. And I'm sure there was some sort of botanical thing that we didn't even run into, which would have been also quite interesting. What I liked least, I liked. It's hard to say, and beggars can't be choosers. I don't really have a great what I like least. And what I want to see more of. I want to continue seeing these imaginative one-shots from you. You work great under pressure, and I'm sorry to have thrown you into that frying pan, but you work great in these things, and your improv sessions are some of my favorite ones. So. There you go.
The improv session can be great because you don't have time to overthink things. You're just like, sexy goblins, whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I do find myself overthinking things when I'm like a mix of prepared and not. Particularly Tennessee Gold. That was very right for that. But yeah.
I'm the black Tennessee Gold. I'm sorry, I had to leave early.
I think at this point we're gonna pop a raid over to are they still alive? Yes. We're raiding the Venture Maidens. We're all gonna be very nice and polite. Thank you all for coming out.
Woo!